Live from the low-key studio for this Thursday, the 5th of December, it's Back Pocket. Brought to you as always by our show-stopping Back Pocketeer patrons. This week starring Gus Ronald.
Ooh, that might be a gangster.
Oh.
There's too many. Sorry, there's too many.
That was too many.
Goodbye, everyone. Peter Burns.
Why don't you want a Big Mac? And we'll all have a good birthday party.
Ruby Innes.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's you fucker. You fucker.
And special guest comedian and podcaster Alexei Toliopoulos.
It was incredible. She even did the entirety of Went.
And behind the scenes is Josh, Will, and Blair. Now, get ready. It's time for Back Pocket.
Welcome to Back Pocket. Thank you so much to all of you for joining us. I see you in there. I see Liz Dahlia. I see Music. Liz Dahlia heavily pregnant. Congratulations. Music for Hire also very pregnant. Congratulations. Now this week on the show we get our affairs in order and we use our words.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was happening again. I thought we clapped at everything. Use our words.
I used them all.
You used
Yeah.
them up.
I'm out.
You definitely used them up in the intro. That was terrifying. No one needs to see that again when you're out of breath.
Grimace.
Don't do that again. Don't never do that again.
I will definitely pass out doing it one day. It takes a lot of energy out of me. Alexei,
Wow.
thank you so much for coming back on Back Pocket.
My pleasure, my
good to have
joy, my privilege to be here. And dare I say, new dig since last time. I love the studio.
You dare
so
say
much.
that.
You dare
I met you out the front. You hopped out of the cab and you're like, I'm in the wrong place.
As soon as I heard your voice, I go, an emotion of lifted weight protruded from me. I go, oh my God, I feel relief.
He'd been wandering around out there for hours.
Lost. Just hopping into cars and then getting back out.
Please,
You know,
someone help
it's
me.
like, that's not how it works.
I'm looking at Back Pocket on Google Maps. I don't know. It's not taking me anywhere.
video podcast I'm meant to be on?
Yeah, I thought it'd be exciting to leave it as a little bit of a mystery. Figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I figured it out, and it
out.
turns out here I am.
Yeah.
made it.
Yeah,
And
we
it's
made it,
It's so
dude.
good to have you. What have you been up to? You've been killing it with your podcast.
I've been killing it with my podcast. That's what I've been up to. I've been having some good times on the Last Video Store, my show, where I chat to cool people about their favorite movies. Today we had Hugo Weaving and Daniel Henschel on the show.
It's just so cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool that they get to meet you.
That's what they said. They go, finally, we're meeting this child of cinema. Our little son has finally returned to us.
Star child.
Our
Look,
child
next
has returned.
podcast, the
Thank
child
you
of
for
cinema.
watching movies. Thank you.
Shave
Thank
your
you for
head,
making them.
adult nappy, child of cinema.
Child of
That's
cinema.
the next podcast.
It's like beautiful. It's like the 2001 A Space Odyssey, big old fetus baby.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
me.
yeah,
yeah.
But
Hugo-
for the power of movies.
Hugo's favorite film.
He picked a movie called Once Upon a Time in Anatolia, which is a 3.5 hour long Turkish art house movie from 2011.
Why didn't he
wanker.
just say
He's such a
Matrix
wanker.
Revolution?
And you
Hugo
better,
wanking more like it.
you better believe he was excited to find out that I also saw it at the same screening he did
Oh,
in
really?
2011 at the Sydney Film
I
Festival.
imagine he just
No
would have been
way.
stoked to find someone
Amazing.
else who'd seen it.
Oh, you
Feels like that
better-
kind of film.
I'm still
I'm-
watching it, mate. It's that long. Yeah.
I'm convinced that people come onto your podcast not with a movie that they actually really love, but they're trying to find something
fuck
like
with you.
really cool. So they can be
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is my favorite movie, like least
the-
watched on Letterboxd.
Like
or
the
something.
Collider, is it Collider where the cupboard is and
They
they
go
put the
pick a
actors
movie.
in
Oh,
the Collider?
Criterion
Criterion
Closet?
Collection.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
they take it home
So
with
it's like weirdly published
do.
thing, and it's like you've never seen any of these fucking movies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
way you've seen these films.
Wow. I've
They're
seen
lying.
over 5,000 movies, so you better believe
You would have seen all of
I've
them.
seen.
You're like,
a
oh, my
lot
favorite
of them.
1927's Breaking Wind.
Wow.
You've probably never seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a wonderful picture. It's a gas, I'd say.
We gotta bring back gas.
No.
Yeah, we got to.
I
Jumpin'
tried-
Jack Flash, baby.
I tried to for Diddy Kong Racing, and you guys didn't. You didn't
No,
help me out.
I'm for it. Sorry, I didn't hear it.
No,
Because
okay.
otherwise I would have been for it.
It's the gas, man. Has anyone stumped you with a film that you've just gone, never heard of it?
Literally, the only person that's truly stumped me was, I would say, probably their friend of this show, Demi Lardner. One of my best mates came on. And we were like, it's for Halloween, pick some horror movies.
Sure.
And she picked two movies I hadn't seen. One I'd never heard of called like Blood Hook, which was like a 1980s less than micro budget film that would have been what is fondly known as regional horror cinema. So it's like they're in not one of the major cities, not a major filmmaking crew or anything, but it's just like a little group of people that got together and go, hey, let's make a horror movie using people that we know and let's get some blood and guts and gore in there.
Like a Birdemic, but a little more with a filmmaker's eye.
Oh, perhaps. But I would say like Birdemic is a great way to think about it. I'd say Birdemic is a little bit more outsider art, not quite that far. Like they know they're making a schlocky exploitational horror movie. They're kind of a bit more self-aware.
Totally. The question is, did you then go and research and have to go, I need to watch this film?
Let's say I loaded up Tubi that night. The only streaming service that carries such a thing.
Oh, I love Tubi. I love Tubi so much. You can watch all of Yu-Gi-Oh on there.
Oh, of course, it's the home of Yu-Gi-Oh.
It is the home of Yu-Gi-Oh.
It's the
Yeah, they call it Tubio on there.
Whoever published Yu-Gi-Oh back in those, like, who owns this now?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a Tubi original now. I don't know what it is.
Good stuff.
Very cool.
Hi, Josh.
Hello.
How's it going?
Josh and
I'm
crew.
good. And I've got some friends.
You got a
up
little
here this
army
week.
up there today.
Yeah.
That's good.
The cheer squad.
Can we get one either side of you, please, so that we know
Yeah,
who your
we
left
can
and
do that.
right hand.
What about right and further
Apprentice
to
up?
the right?
Right, well, it's
Much
left and
like
left
politics
and
in this
leftmost.
day.
Right and all the way.
Oh my god! Ding, ding, ding!
Yeah, that's the kind of humor I like to employ.
He's
Thank
slowly
you.
having
Thank
a
you.
sleepover.
Scotty, can you please adjudicate? Thank you.
There it is.
She's helping. She's helping.
So
Make sure
who's
it
the
happens.
angel? Who's the devil?
Angel and devil?
Josh, yeah, you muted.
Josh, you're so muted.
I am too. Sorry.
That's all right. Angel and devil, we'll give you some time to decide.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the devil for sure, though.
That's true.
agreed.
Yeah,
Look
that's
at this guy. He's an angel.
A space cowboy. We got a space cowboy and a devil.
I'm going to segue too hard. We've also got a great show for you guys tonight.
Oh, no, I have a question I need to
Yeah.
ask.
You
Alright.
stumped that
I was
we
like,
have a
do
good
we?
show for you.
No, we already teased what the show is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was
Yeah,
going to
we
talk about
said-
the movie game that we're going to play later on tonight.
Affairs in order and use our words.
Yeah, but I know, but he doesn't know it's about movies.
I don't know.
Oh,
what's
I didn't know
going on.
either. That's
But
amazing.
he'll find out when we get to it.
You said you had
Okay.
a story you wanted to tell before we move
no,
on?
not a story. I had a question.
Oh.
Sure.
Where's your favorite place of shit that isn't your house?
Wow,
Here?
that's a great question.
Yeah.
Here, I
What,
look up.
on set.
No, I clean that bathroom upstairs. I look after that. But I retighten that seat that constantly comes loose up there.
And
So-
what's with all the
because of
skitties,
you.
man?
Huh?
Yeah,
I'm talking shit.
nice.
Wow.
That shit.
I
Yeah,
love
I got
that.
it. I got it. We were having a pre-show chat about public toilets, or at least places we've enjoyed shitting in the past. Big fan of the ABC. Lots of
Love
places
it.
to shit there. Had our own little secret spots that we'd all go. They were bathrooms. They weren't just secret spots. So we just left little presents for the team at Media Watch or something.
I can't say I have one.
You don't have one.
No, I don't.
Wow.
I'm trying to think of one. I'm like, I don't. Yeah, I've done shits in plenty of places.
Oh, and then
Nowhere feels.
a tree stump in Tasmania, but everyone
Yeah,
knows
that's
that. It's a
it, yeah,
story
yeah,
that has
classic,
been
yeah.
told before and will be told again.
I will respond in the most unlikely and original way ever. My home toilet is not even my favorite place to shit.
Oh my word!
And I will tell you why. Geographically, it is a mess in that bathroom, the way that this place has been designed.
Oh,
Oh my
okay.
god, my bathroom's terrible.
Have you
as
got
well.
short knee cabinet to space or one of those?
Oh my
like,
gosh,
messed up little
even
ones?
worse than that. So you say, here is the wall to the outside world.
Yeah.
We have a bathtub here,
Yeah.
then the toilet, then the shower. So you're in this little cubicle
Oh.
area. And when I
You're
go
wedged.
to do the open home and this to try this apartment out, I go, let me see what it feels like to take a dump in this place
Yeah,
where I'm
yeah,
going to
yeah.
live for the next 5 years of my life. So I have to like either go like this or
That's so
and I'm not
polite.
going to demonstrate on camera,
That looks cute though.
to swing a leg into the bathtub. To
Oh.
get some more breach. Sorry to begin the show this way, but you know the question was
Ruby
asked,
did ask the question.
and I'm
Yeah, no, I'm
vulnerable.
happy.
I'm
Now
a comedian.
that's
I'm
regional
vulnerable,
horror.
you know? Yes.
That is regional horror.
No, mine's the same where like the shower's where the toilet should be and the toilet's
Yeah.
where the shower should be.
Just the phrase, I have to swing a leg into the
I
tub.
love that.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
I
such a
had to
beautiful
swing
photo.
the leg, you know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
Swing the leg,
So then
yeah.
you do have a place you'd prefer to shit, which
I
is
would say
literally anywhere else.
Almost every other toilet in the world.
so unfortunate. I'm
every
sorry
other
to hear
thing.
that.
Yeah.
But right now, favorite Melbourne Airport at the gates.
Oh, they've done well there.
They've
Yeah.
done Absolutely a wondrous job.
Yep.
I'll have to check 'em
hold
out.
it in
You simply
until I
must.
get there.
I'll go and get a plane ticket just to go and take a shit.
Yes, of course.
I-
It gives you the freedom to eat whatever you want at the airport, knowing the bathrooms are there.
Well, the Melbourne airport there's plenty of beer down there domestically.
Absolutely.
There's
is
a
it James
brewery.
Squire or something in there or
No,
something?
there's a not batch. Whatever. Yeah, there's a brewery in there and a. Yeah, I will actively avoid every airplane toilet. I have since I was like 7 or something. Like I fear them.
Are you
I don't
afraid
like
you're going to
them.
fall through?
No, they're gross. They're the worst toilets ever. I will go like I flew to London and didn't shit. Like I will do,
Good on you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow.
I
Thank you.
respect that.
You've got a stiff upper lip
Yeah.
of your rectum.
Yeah, I just had this
I'm
nightmare.
constipated for a week and I fart the whole time. But apart from there,
You're sitting on the plane like this.
oh, I've had like the stomach. I've had the cramps that like
Yeah.
fully. I'm just like
Yeah.
I've kept it all in.
Let's go shit.
Well,
Yeah.
you and I
It's
need
so
to hang
easy to
out
get-
more. I think we have a lot of. There's a lot of stuff that
It's
we have
not
in
the love
common.
of cinema that we
it-
both
no,
really have.
it's not
it's
that.
the fact that
You'll
we
be in
won't shit on a
cubicles 3
plane.
apart.
If
shitting.
anything, it tells you the physiognomy that it takes for a person to fall in love with movies. Going like, these guys, they've got the same DNA.
These
they like the
guys
same
cannot
stuff.
shit to save themselves.
But also the power to hold it in, I feel like is really
That's
important when
it.
watching a movie.
That's
When
it.
watching a
Exactly.
movie, you
A
gotta
disciplined
yeah.
sphincter.
Yeah.
That's it, dude.
Yeah.
You're gonna need a tight shutter speed on that one.
Well, on that, let's get to a little bit of butter.
What?
A little bit of butter.
Back it up.
Back up.
Back up.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I
A
And
little
then
bit of butter?
I said
See,
butter.
we then have to hard pivot now to some serious journalistic news from that last conversation.
Oh, that's literally been my entire career.
Welcome to a little bit of backup, and of course, as usual, a little bit of backup brought to us by Wars Wild. Oh, that's a good sound.
That's a classic.
It's a satisfying sound.
It's
It's
so
it-
it's
you're gonna make it-
unexpected how classic that sound is.
Yeah.
Because usually it's something way more obscure.
And ironically, the noise I make when I shit. So on point tonight. Well done,
Level
Josh. And when we have a segment sponsored by Reese Wild, we listen to a sound that Reese supplies us that hopefully comes from the wild, and we try and pick what it is. Is it animal? Is it vegetable? Is it a troll? Is it a meme? Is it a TikTok?
Is it mineral?
Is it mineral? So Josh, if you'd be so kind, please take us to the wild.
It's cute.
Getting bird.
I'm getting
I'm
bird.
getting hints
It's
of
giving
bird.
bird.
It's
Mm,
giving
he's
bird.
Yeah.
And
You got any feelings?
So many. So many feelings right now. I think that it's like I'm hearing it. It's like something flapping.
you reckon
You
it's
know,
flapping?
it's like there's something.
I thought knocking initially. Like
yeah,
a
it was
little
like
bit of, is it woodpeckery?
Yeah.
It's like it's almost like it's charging back up again. Could it be one of those? No, I was gonna say one of those drinky birds. You know those little that office
Yeah,
desk
yeah.
birds like that?
Yeah.
But I've never heard the sound that they
They're
make.
famously silent, I believe.
Yeah.
Damn it!
No, they go.
I might.
And they get lifted out like they're in a torture zone.
It's water torture.
It's a lovely
I'm
sound.
going to go with a bird of sorts,
Yeah, I hope I
potentially.
can hear it again in my life.
Is bird close enough?
I need you to be more specific.
Okay,
Oh,
so it's
I'm
a
right.
bird.
So it's a
Bird-
bird. So it's a
bird
type of
type.
bird.
It's a pelican regurgitating, is my guess now.
Oh, I like
They're a
that.
lot more.
I'll go
guttural.
woodpecker.
Woodpecker. A bird in the doing something to do with water.
Are they Aussie? Is it an Aussie bird?
Ruby needs to guess before I give a hint.
I'm going to speak for the people in the chat and say a lyrebird. All
It is
right.
not.
You're wrong.
Chat sucks.
Have we got vision?
We do.
Well, please put us out of our misery.
Oh.
ravens.
Are they ravens?
They are.
They are so smart.
How do they go cock cock?
And it's 2.
I love them.
It's like a little call. It sounds like a camera
God.
winding on.
It doesn't even feel in sync with that second creature.
Oh, it's one's a wind on camera, and the other is like a text message noise that.
Yeah, I mean, lots of birds can mimic. They don't just need to be lyrebirds. I'm sure ravens are pretty good at it.
One does sound
They're
like I think the lark sound effect or Slack.
Yeah,
One of,
it's Slack.
it's got a Slack messaging
Dis-
service.
Discord, maybe?
Discord.
Yeah.
It's got one of those.
But Discord.
Either way, we all learnt something, and that's the important part.
Corvids, they are. Corvids, not ravens.
Birds know about Discord.
Quoth the raven.
They do.
Thomas.
They're Lovely.
That was my noise.
That's so beautiful.
Well, thank you, Reese, for sponsoring this segment. A little bit of backup was where we back up and check out something that's a little bit of news. And this week, it's a little bit of big news, which is that the Australia's youth social media ban, which I'm sure everyone who watches this probably has heard of in some shape or form, it won't include online gaming services. So this is the latest that says that basically in some of the fine print that the ban that's attempting to happen on social media for anyone 16 or under that's going to be rolled out from 2025.
We should point out this is being reported by GameShub.
Oh, yes, thank you.
GameShub.
Have reported this. The wording in the bill that's been proposed and has been passed, bipartisan passed. That's not how you use that phrase. But both sides have voted yes on this very silly or hard to enforce restriction. But the fine print of the bill does have in it that services with the primary purpose of supporting the health and education of end users, I think, are exempt. But that, for some reason, includes online gaming services will, not be part of this. So your PlayStation Plus, online services, your Xbox Live, ability to, I guess use party chat to play anything online, to send direct messages through that kind of thing. I mean, no one sends text messages through that stuff. It's clunky as hell.
People do.
I've seen it.
But
Occasionally.
it's actually more about the Robloxes of the world, where
Yeah.
there is a large volume of young people who are communicating with each other.
Yep.
And that's where already a lot of tools exist in those games to try and protect children, because they all have, we're going to get to the point of this, which is that there's no fucking way to police this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's impossible. And games are already aware of that. There's
Which
a 13
therefore games probably have
age
some.
gap- age
They have
gap.
some pretty strong, attempts to, keep people safe in those spaces, and then to now be exempt from it. It's I don't know. It's probably because they're doing their own thing, and someone's looked at that and gone, well, gaming services like this have their own policies or their own systems in place to try and stop that. But yeah, it's, as you said, it's impossible to police.
I think that's an interesting way to look at it, because if anything, that makes more sense, because at least with games, there is a form of classification in play, which I think I favor far more classification systems over censorship.
Yeah.
Because I think
Yeah.
censorship is just like government control. Classification, it allows it to be the families or the parents or you can make
informed decisions.
informed decisions
Yeah.
to do it, and have more of that kind of express control around things, and not just control, but the understanding of what is in place, what could be happening here,
Yeah.
to make more informed decisions. And it's odd to me that they aren't looking more to those ways to implement classification across social media for younger people to have access to it, because now it's it's just this weird blanket kind of thing. There are so many cons. I'm glad that I grew up in an era where when I was under 16, I didn't really have much more than an unused Bebo account and then a burgeoning MySpace page. So it wasn't really that much trouble in that area for me. And I understand it's very hard for young people now.
Yeah.
But I think that you look at some of the positive communities that would be there. There's so this is a big country. There's a lot of isolated people out there. I can imagine there'd be some very young, perhaps queer teenagers and stuff that do not have a social network around them in reality to connect with people.
Yeah.
I think online communities are such a lifeline for people like that.
Well, you're right in pointing out that a lot of these social media apps, again, this is a big, strong focus on this from the, from a government perspective, has been starting with your TikToks and that kind of stuff, which aren't seen so much as social apps, but as just public spaces where people share things. But you're right in content, but versus things like in gaming in particular, they do become sort of social outlets where people do group up and use it as a form of socializing, which you're right, actually speaks to people out there who probably don't have those connections. And so just putting a ban on it, again, I'm just talking more generally of what they're proposing in other realms, it's really naive. And then, I don't know, I just think the kind of hypocrisy of then being oh, but gaming, it's fine. It's it just shows how scattered this is and how it has not been thought through in ways to actually be enforced.
Yeah.
See, I just think it's them, because it's gone through so quickly, and all the public votes towards it. There was such a small time frame for people to have a say. I honestly think it's just so they can bring it in. It clearly doesn't work, and they go, "Well, we tried something. You can't say we didn't try
we
something."
voted yes on it because it
Yeah.
would be political suicide to vote against it. But knowing, realizing that nothing actually can eventuate that actually has any that does anything right, which sucks as well because people out there do, like, you know, young people do need to be protected in certain aspects of it, but
Yeah,
not by
absolutely.
just strict bans. Like you said, censorship or sensible ways to go in there and protect or at least, you know, educate. That's the biggest part of it as well. It's like we all learnt, as you mentioned, through growing up with social media, like it was happening alongside us, whereas now there are kids being born into this era where it exists and there are already all the issues with it, and they should be educated in it rather than just be told strictly wait till you're 16 and then suddenly you'll be so savvy enough to know what's going on. It's like that's not how it happens.
Yeah.
Definitely not when I was 16.
Also, I'm just gonna say it. Teach your kids to be fucking nicer.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it. A big part of it is social media, you know, and the ease of cyberbullying, right? And like a lot of kids finding going online is just a minefield, right? And I think a big part of it comes from a lot of kids just not realizing the effect that the things that they say online have, or maybe they do and they don't really care. And it's
Yeah, but there's also, and this is like, I guess, part of a bigger conversation and some generalization for sure, but saying it's all on the parents is also not effective because there are plenty of parents out there who are not good parents.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
They just will never be good parents,
Yeah.
which is like, don't say that, but it's just absolutely true. There are more good parents than there are bad parents, but there are parents who do not give a fuck about their kids,
Yeah.
who do not give a fuck what their kids are up to, and those kids are often the ones that end up looking for attention in other ways
Yeah.
and lashing out at school, and social media gives them the ability to not just lash out at school, but also keep attacking,
Yeah.
you know, and this is all stuff I think that needs to be built into the curriculum to be taught to people.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because this is like a utility. It's like, okay, how does electricity work? You learn a bit about that in primary school. How does life
Don't
work?
stick
Where
finger
does-
in the
what- how
PowerPoint.
does-
You're like, good,
Yeah,
thanks for
don't put-
teaching
yeah.
me that.
The garbage trucks come and they take the rubbish to the tip. I understand that. How does social media work? Well, it works like this, and this is how you engage with people. People need to understand this
They
shit.
need to be given the tools to actually then like navigate it,
Yeah.
and also like have I don't want to say have a resilience, but like I imagine that's a strong part of it is learning what is out there so you can not engage with it, but so you can encounter it and learn how to like keep that stuff at arm's length. And again, it applies to in a gaming sense as well. I've got a thick callus of, based on the years I spent in the COD and Halo lobbies,
Yeah.
having with voice chat with people. I'm not saying that was the right way to go about it, but I just am aware of how the world is just pretty gross. And it's like, okay, I'm not saying you need to be immersed in it, but
Put
it
all the
definitely,
kids on 4chan. That's all I'm saying.
That's
we turned
it.
out all right.
But again,
Yeah.
let's look. The strict bans and let's keep our kids pure and safe and all that never works.
Yeah.
That's what gets them. That makes the messed up ones.
It's a really hard thing because, like, I started using the internet when I was like 9.
Yeah.
And I went into the worst parts of the internet. And I don't know, I can't say for certain if that made me any better or worse as a person. It definitely just exposed me to a bunch of stuff that maybe I shouldn't have been exposed to
Oh,
as a
look,
kid.
that's-
However, social media as it is now wasn't the same as it was back, even back then, because I'm so young.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
totally. Social media barely existed when I was on it as a kid.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have for you 5 years earlier, right? Like ICU was happening. There's like some chat forums and
we
stuff.
lived on MSN
but
Messenger after school.
MSN.
Then
Yeah,
that
MSN
was
came
it.
out. Yeah.
But it was some form of what this is now. It's just I think it's really the escalation of how it's become. I think anonymity, that word I love. It's like that's become a bigger part of it than it ever was when we were
Oh,
younger.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
so the speed and the anonymous level of that people can hide behind. It's all coming to a head, and it is increasing speed as it goes ahead. So I can see the fear, and I can see the
the
need
fear is apparent and justified.
justified. But again, the
This
solution
reaction is not
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would always say, like, wherever there's a will, there's a way. Like, people, if they want these things, if they want access to things, they will always find a
Totally,
way to them,
100%.
especially in this day and age where, like, things are so accessible. There's ways around things. So it's like, how can you even control it? I don't know
No.
what there is. I don't know why that it is worth setting such, like, an entirely new... Like, this is not happening anywhere else in the world. Like,
No.
this is the...
I feel like this is a testing ground.
It
They can't-
feels
and
absolutely bizarre
all
for
they
them
can
to
do
hang
is
everything on
all they can do is it gives government the ability, and we'll sum this up, to shake their fist at the the bodies that run this stuff and say, we did that. And what do? They probably came up with some light policy and some rules and some extra security methods that may or may not do much. But again, that's all this can really amount to.
Yeah.
But the good news is gaming is safe.
Gaming is safe,
Gaming
everyone.
is
Woo!
safe. Well, it actually
Abuse your friends on games.
It actually is good that gaming is safe to an extent because so many kids, as well as queer kids getting community online, so many kids kind of go to online games, not like Roblox and shit, but playing games with your friends online can be such a nice relief after school and
finding
shit.
communities through
Yeah.
Discord,
Absolute-
things like Discord and
Yeah.
forums
Yeah.
and stuff. Now,
So it's really good, honestly.
It's good. We should wrap this up.
Yep.
I feel, but RecTech posed a good question that I feel like we should all answer.
ASL?
ASL?
Yes, please.
Yeah, ASL. Okay, good. ASL.
Yeah, sure.
God, I hate that I typed
love
that as a young person. Like, it's so
ASL.
weird.
Okay, 30, early 30s.
Early 30s.
Early 30s. Yes, please. And Sydney, Australia.
Austin Powers. Baby.
Lovely.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. 19. I
Never
Love
heard of
God and The
good.
Void.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, here's what we've been playing.
Me? Me? Oh, it's already in order. Oh, did you change it?
No, he's
Oh,
just panicking.
no.
Josh?
The show's falling
Okay.
apart. I don't know what to do.
We should ban people from it.
Okay. From the show?
Yeah, I'm scared of it.
Oh, okay, you're banned.
Yeah, a little callback. Well
One
done.
down.
All right, is that enough stall time for you to fix your problem, Josh?
Beautiful.
Yes.
So what we've been playing is where we go back and look at what we've played this week, and it's brought to us by Nicritex. And with our Nicritex segment, we play a little bit of Screenshot in the Dark, where remembering the rules,
no point.
there's 6 screenshots that will be shown on the screen, and they become less and less vague
Okay.
every 6 seconds, and you have to guess what game
I
it's
love
from.
that your brain sounded for a second like an old PC. You went "Du-du-du-du-du," just had that like noise. That's what. Yep, there it is.
I'm a bionic woman.
Screenshot away.
Okay.
There's like 3 games I could yell at.
Yeah.
Yeah. But don't.
Waiting. Oh.
Ruby. Is it Portal?
Keeps going.
2?
It's
No,
two-
you don't consider
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You
No,
don't
that's
consider
not
that.
fair.
Peter.
Portal 2.
Portal 2.
Gus, Peter 2. Peter 2.
Portal 2. Peter Portal
Oh,
2. Yes, I got it. We both got it.
it.
We both got
Not
it.
even on
That's
camera,
us.
but it was worth the high five.
Wow.
We high five.
Portal 2.
You
Portal
got
2.
us. You see the foliage.
You guys, okay, I literally just showed that I work like an old computer.
Literally.
You literally just had to wait.
Literally.
I was
the 2 was
loading.
loading.
She had
The
the
two
like
was
the spinning
loading.
umbrella from the old PCs.
The old Mac.
Yeah.
Max.
Max.
Sorry.
Max.
Sorry, Max.
Who's Max?
Well, Macs are actually personal computers also.
I have a PC
There's
and
a
I'm a
misnomer.
Mac.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't get viruses.
So, well, okay. I
That made
had
me
an
hate
order
that
here, but
Justin
no.
Long guy.
Wow.
Die Hard
okay,
4
cool.
made me hate him.
He's actually good though.
He's
not
not bad.
wonderful.
He's great in Jeepers
Barbarian.
Creepers.
Barbarian.
Barbarian, the
Have you seen
wonderful
Barbarian?
picture.
Barbarian?
No, I
Yes,
haven't.
I loved
Oh,
Barbarian.
it's
Justin
Barbarian.
Long in the
That.
Walrus one.
You should see it. Oh, yeah, Tusk.
He's in Tusk.
we're
One of the
doing
great
Justin Long,
podcast
yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been.
True. I loved Barbarian. He has a very
Love
funny
Barbarian.
line in that I can't.
I mean,
No,
that
no,
whole...
save it for the Patreon.
If you haven't seen Barbarian, see Barbarian.
So first off, we've got Pete. What have you been playing?
Oh, I forgot what segment we were doing. I was like, yeah, hi. How was
Let's
it?
look at more
In the
screenshots.
In the
First up-
segment, which Justin Long film do you hate him the most?
I went to a preview event for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2,
Ooh.
which takes us back to 15th century Bavaria? 14th century Bavaria? We're around like what is now the Czech Republic, and we're playing a character called Henry, I believe. The same
gorgeous
character
name.
carried through from the first game. This is basically an immersive, story-driven RPG where you're dropped into this beautiful big open world, and you are playing familiar RPG kind of stories and campaign. Sorry, I thought that was Josh. He has a similar sounding voice to Josh. Campaign missions to fantasy RPGs that we've played. However, there are no dragons. There is no whimsy. There is only the grim reality of slipping in shit. And that is the goal of this game: is to be
To sleep in shit?
to sleep in shit, and to
Cool.
be as true to a medieval Bavaria as possible. That doesn't mean it's entirely dry and devoid of playfulness and humor. The main quest is serious and self-serious, and they inject a lot of color into the game through the side quests and the characters that you interact with along the way. I just saw a vertical slice. That is the promise of this game. Anyone who played the first one, it was kind of a sleeper hit. It came out with some middling reception, but has sold, I think, 8 million copies or something now. Like, it's done well. And this sequel is coming at some point that I am not allowed to mention. But they have, with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, doubled the size of the game, the volume of the game. They reckon they've got an 80 to 100-hour game on their hands here. And from the short bit of it that I played, it is confirmed, Feb 5th.
Okay.
All right, Lego Rock.
That's
what Lego Rock says.
In Bavaria?
In Bavaria?
On the 5th of February?
I don't know what I can say about
1400s?
No, I can say that. According to Lego Rock, it's coming out on the 5th of February next year. And it is, from what I've played this slice, shaping up to be that. And it is shaping up to be a long game. I played they threw me into a side mission that they thought would be interesting for us to experience different parts of the game. And it still feels a lot like the original. It doesn't feel like it's been lifted from a AA experience into a AAA experience, but that's not necessarily a problem, I don't think. It is the passion behind the design of this game is so apparent in how much detail there is, in how things have been designed, and how it kind of delivers you stuff. It does feel... I can forgive the things that you would expect out of a AAA game. That said, it's coming from a much larger team now, and they've got a bit of money behind their studio on this iteration. So, because I hoped I would see something that really blew me away. I didn't. I saw something that was more effectively of the same, but still engaging enough to pull in 8 million players. I think this will do better.
I wonder if, like, the cause of having a sequel to this game, obviously it did well in the long run, but it is a peasant simulator with the idea of, like, rags to riches kind of vibes, or rags to knighthood, at least in the original.
Yeah.
And I wonder if for the people who played that, of which there were many, and they really had a really intense experience with what was quite a difficult sim, or, I think just in terms of the minutiae of day-to-day life.
It's Bohemia, not Bavaria.
Oh, okay.
Which is the same place.
I made a noise like I knew.
Yeah.
I was like, oh! I was like, I don't
The same place.
Now
but my
that
question
changes everything.
is, start again. Is the people who played the first one, I wonder, is this the kind of experience you want to go through again, like as a genre of game? Like, there'd be people who are gluttons for punishment in this kind of, like, again, I heard that a lot for the first game, that it was, I guess, just like slow paced and, quite brutally realistic. And
So one of the biggest qualms people had with the original game was the combat is quite challenging to learn, not master, just learn. It was sword because it's medieval setting. It was big broadsword combat and longsword combat. So slow and based on armor, and also the way that you attack, at least with the mouse and keyboard, was there was a star system and a thrust attack. So you would choose to attack from above, the arms, underneath it, the legs, or a stab. So there were 6 points that you could attack from.
Oh my gosh.
You're choosing to attack and basically moving your mouse cursor to flick the attacks, which was something that had been kind of put into some games like War of the Roses and
Chivalry and all that
Chivalry.
stuff,
There were
yeah.
other games that were doing similar things, but it was quite complicated in this. What they've done here is added way more combat options, so you can use blunt weapons, and they're really kind of only attacking from the top. So they reduce. They're still impactful, and you choose the weapon based on the
Is it
armor
a
of
bit
the foe
more
you're fighting.
game? Is it a bit more fun?
No,
Oh,
it is still simmy, but you have options. You don't have to use the sword. The sword is still complicated, but like effective.
Yeah.
But you can use like gunpowder-based weapons and other ranged weapons from early on in the game, whereas in the last one it was kind of like a bit of a hurdle to get past for people to get to more interesting weapons later and deeper into the game. And because you're playing the same character, you're kind of picking up from where that first game left off, which was from boy to man. Now you're a man
You're a man.
who is not quite a soldier, but is learning to become a knight.
Right.
A knight.
Definitely not a hero.
Crossroads, if you will.
Yes.
Yeah, wow.
Okay, well that's interesting because I did think for a second this feels like, is this kind of the second game that is what the first wanted to be, energy, which you see from a
100%
lot
it
of
is
those
that.
double A
100%
studios.
so,
Okay, but at least they're advancing the story and not retreading it and going, okay, new character, new area, this is what we should have done when we had more resources the first time. They are at least expanding on the story.
And I will say, because really all I got to experience was one mission, and it was a side mission, and it was meaty. Had heaps of writing, heaps of voice performance, some interesting components to it. It was a stealth mission. It's about breaking into a guild hall, stealing their sword, and then putting their sword up on the town hall to elicit a challenge to the guild, so that this Germanic group that had come in from Bavaria to Bohemia had the ability to kind of make their own name into and get into the guild. So it was a fun bit of...
What a complicated... It's like a
it was
quest
complicated, and that's the point.
That
That
is
is
the gameplay mechanics.
That is the point. It's like the RPG-ness of this is in the narrative as well.
It's not, go
I
find
like
me
that
5
too.
I thought you said
RPGs.
RP genius.
Yeah.
And I'm
The
like, oh, that's
RPG.
gonna
Oh,
That's
that
what
is
I
good.
heard.
Coin that
Yeah.
one. We're coining
Coin
it.
it. Coin it.
The RPG genius of this is that it works with the narrative as well, and decisions that you make affect the story in large ways. You can they actually enforced a couple of decisions that we made in the vertical slice, because if we'd made certain decisions, it would have prolonged that story by 3 hours, because these guys would leave the city, and then you have to go and find them out once they make an encampment days later, and that's when you can re-engage with that storyline, and you totally like... You can play it your own way, basically, and it
I guess
can have
when you
minor
do-
impact or major impact
when
on the
you
story.
you're playing a game that's trying to be very grounded and has a very serious story. You don't want all the missions to be like, I've lost my 7 pigs in this village, go look for them all, and you're like, this isn't...
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Well, that'd be just video game quest.
They explicitly said there's no collectathon fetch
Okay.
questy stuff, and
because
this
that's
very
not
much
historically
wasn't.
what I imagine they were doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure people were getting asked to go out and collect the eggs from the chickens.
Okay.
I think that's kind of like what makes me curious about a game like this, because it does feel like there is like a huge commitment to, I guess, the immersive simulation of being in this kind of space.
Yeah.
But what you're talking about story, is there like a compelling like main thrust plot, or is it more of that kind of find your own
Well,
way
you
through?
know what was happening around in that area of the country at that time of history.
Oh well, yes, you
Obviously.
know there was
Bohemia.
the
Bohemians were,
the
you know,
Bohemians were versus the
they
Bavarians.
were trying to get Rhapsody. I don't know.
Yeah.
What was the story?
If there's a good movie made about it, maybe
Yeah.
I know, but I don't know otherwise.
I didn't play any of the main quests. I couldn't tell you the plot, except I think someone's daughter got kidnapped. The king's daughter got kidnapped or something like that.
Well, that'd be a princess. And it's
You know what? It is a Disney
and it's
story.
dangerous to go alone. The sword is complicated, I think was the catchphrase.
Yeah, but the side quest was well put together,
Compelling.
well thought out. It was
Yeah.
compelling enough. Yeah, it was cool.
Interesting.
Out early next year. It's got a good.
Feb 5th, I heard.
Apparently, that's what chat's saying. That's what chat's saying. That's a good launch window for a game like this, where the big AAA games typically come out a bit later. Sometimes there's a few things around Feb, March, but I think it's going to have the space for it. An 80 to 100 hour game for people to really find it and put their teeth into it through Feb, March until some of the big titles come out.
Till
next year.
something else comes out.
The next Sonic game.
It looks
Yeah.
exhausting
Finally.
in an entertaining way, but it does look like
I think it's
slog,
I think
you
it's
know.
going to be really big with streamers because you can just
Yeah.
sit in that world really well, and
Yeah.
and there's plenty of little things to do in and around. One map is basically the city that you saw, and another map is all
The
open
countryside.
countryside.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sick.
So there's 2 maps that are basically the same size as the first game, which is why they think it's double the length of that first game, which was a 30 to 40 hour kind of
Yeah,
experience.
okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
cool. I'm going to go next with a little demo that I've been playing that I was lucky enough to get early. So big thank you to the Albloon team who made Squeakross Home Squeak Home. So Squeakross Home Squeak Home is made by the team Albloon. They made the Spirit and the Mouse, that little mousy adventure game. It's very cute. This one, kind of fitting the same theme of very cute, except quite different. It's a puzzle homemaking game where you are, tasked with creating a little mouse and creating its little house. So as you go, I love this game. As you go along, filling up your house with things, everything.
Skip the tutorial.
I already know how to do nonogram puzzles, don't you worry. So that's the big thing in this game, is that all the furniture is free, you just have to build it. And the way that you build it is through Picross puzzles, that's right. So as you can see, I made sure all my UI was correct, because a big thing for people who love Picross games is the way that the UI works and the way that the mechanics work in the puzzles. And it can be really, no. Stop
made a
laughing.
chair.
Hear me out.
No, I'm not. No, I was like, I made
Oh,
a
you
noise.
think this is good?
I made a noise that it was all cheese that turned into a chair. It was just a noise of.
Okay. Oh,
That was a classic cheese to chair noise.
there we
Yeah.
go.
I
Okay.
recognise it instantly.
I always get worried that I'm showing these silly little games and suddenly it's like all goofs. But this game rocks! So you do your Picross puzzles and they make the furniture, and then you put the furniture in your little home.
Sick.
And it's, to me, a perfect game. It is a perfect game to me. I've been playing Picross puzzles for years and years and years. I've got a Picross game on my phone that I have, I think, about 1,800 hours in.
Naive, like to explain. I genuinely don't know. Picross is numbers on the sides, and you have to write those numbers in.
Yes.
And again, give me the short version because I want to learn this properly.
Absolutely.
But
So, with Picross puzzles, aka nonogram puzzles, you are given a grid. Sometimes the grid is, 5 by 5,
Find me that
10
grid,
by
Josh.
10,
Yeah.
15 by 15, 30 by 30. Sometimes they're not the same both sides, so like 15
Okay.
by 10.
That'd be a rectangle.
And it could be a rectangle, exactly. And then you're given numbers in the rows and columns that coincide with one another to make an image. That is generally how it works.
Okay.
They were they're obviously really popular on mobile games. They're also really
Oh my gosh,
they've
a
been
sunflower seed.
really popular
Real
on
downgrade from that chair.
Nintendo DS.
Yes,
Because
yeah.
you
That's why I
had,
remember.
you had
I
your
literally
screen,
thought
your
it was invented on
stylus.
DS because
Well,
that's where I first saw it.
That's the thing. So in playing this, because the gist of it, it's a very cozy, chill game where you do these puzzles to unlock furniture and then put that furniture in your little mouse house. And then you've got the second category of puzzles that are harder, and they give you the color options for the furniture. So you do the same piece of furniture,
wow.
but it's a harder puzzle to do, and then you can get the different color customization. And so this game, while I was playing it, it felt like a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
It felt like a lovingly made Nintendo
The
DS
sound design and music
Picross
is
puzzle game.
very.
It's
nifty.
so
The typeface,
ninty.
everything feels very like Nintendo Wii,
It
Nintendo
is
DS.
so clean, so clean and so cutesy, but also in terms of like puzzle design, it feels so crisp. So as I was saying before, when you do play a lot of Picross games like myself, a big thing is getting the mechanics of the game itself just right. Because if one thing is out of place, like if putting a square down doesn't feel good, if you can't do a row smoothly, it turns you
chair.
off.
There's another chair.
I didn't see
But-
a chair
I
coming.
was hanging on.
It's a red chair.
Now you can make different colors.
Can I ask, and this isn't a dig,
Yeah.
the fact that it's auto showing you which ones are incorrect when you
Yeah.
correctly do a line, that's like when I turn on app version of crossword, it goes ding when you get the word right, and I'm like, I just want to know.
That's an option,
Yeah.
and it only comes up if you get it right.
yeah, totally.
Sorry, no, not if you get it right, but
When you
I know
fill
I'm
it
right.
correct.
Yeah.
It only comes up when you know
Yeah.
you're right.
Yes.
I do. So the
Do a 9.
This is a fucking
Yeah,
chair.
and then do
This
a
is a
one.
fucking
oh, so
chair.
that's a really
Yep.
cool thing as well.
I don't know what it's called.
I think this is a
while you're
sunflower
doing
seed.
like a line of blocks.
This is going to be a huge sunflower. The biggest fucking
It's a
sunflower
big
you've ever
sunflower
seen.
seed.
while you're doing a line of blocks, if it's quite a big grid,
See,
like
auto
for
filled
example,
that where you had 1 and 7.
Yeah,
It was pretty
yeah.
obvious it was going to be one or the other, but yeah.
so when you've got quite a big grid, for example, I did a 30 by 30 puzzle.
Hang on. Can you pause the tape? Gus,
What do you need?
let's go to the top line, just
Okay.
top row.
Sure.
1, 1.
Yep.
That means that there is only going to be instances of 1 and then space and then 1 block on that row.
1 and space and then 1?
There's going to be 1 and there's going to be space between them. There's going to be another 1. There's going to be 2 instances of 1 block appearing on that row.
2, because there's 2 1s.
There's 2 1s. On the next row down, what's going to appear?
There's a 6.
Yeah.
So there's just going to be a row of 6 together.
Correct. And then that means everything else on that line is redundant. As long as you work out where the start of the 6 is and the end of the 6 is, and you can
And
fill
then
in
the
all
next one, there'll be a 3 and a 1 and a 2, but they'll
Yeah,
all
they
have
can't be touching.
They have to be separate.
Okay, that's kind of what that they'll. Right.
No touching.
No touching.
No touching.
Can I just say, I feel so blessed that all the focus was on Gus being like, this guy doesn't know what's going on. I guarantee you, I know less than he did. I understood less.
You
I
hold it better
think-
on your face than me sitting here going.
Yes.
So
I think I
outside,
kind of do understand it a little bit now
Yeah,
after
well,
that.
It's the speed. Is this your gameplay?
yes, it is.
It's
moving
the
quick.
speed in which you're doing this.
It's because I love these puzzles so much.
I love a puzzle.
Is it a puzzle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's,
Wow,
it's
okay.
kind of like a
Yeah, wow.
Sudoku-y, I think the way I'm looking at it mentally, I'm like, I would approach it in a similar way to I approach a Sudoku.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do
There's
this.
lines code.
We
Like
had it-
Hoffy makes a really good point in chat. Once you get it, it's very, very fun. It's
You
a
would have
big-
you would have
can-
had this your whole life. Did you ever work out how to play Minesweeper? Because I never did.
Never. I
There-
just
there
tap
we are.
him, tap him,
Oh, I
tap
got
him.
one.
I
Sorry,
reckon I've
That's
spent
okay.
under 14 minutes playing Minesweeper in my life.
Because I feel this
You're
has
wasting your
Minesweeper
life.
vibes.
Go and play Minesweeper right now.
Do you reckon once you've got it, you've kind of got it?
Once you've got it, you've got it. It's like it's really, really fun and really rewarding once you understand a Picross puzzle. And the good thing about most Picross puzzle games is that they'll start you with a 5-5 board, so it's super easy and you understand how the kind of puzzle comes together, and then they get bigger and bigger and bigger. So the reason why I put this up, because I made this video, is I played on both PC and how they felt on phone.
Yeah.
When I do Picross puzzles, I play them on my phone with stylus.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see how it felt on Steam Deck. And I started on Steam.
Oh, Ruby mic's
no
down.
sound?
Is this mic working?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Ooh. Is this mic working?
It is, yeah.
When have we had a mic go down?
So I decided to try it on both, and I started on Steam Deck. And this game feels perfect for it. Feels absolutely perfect for Steam Deck. Because it feels like playing a Nintendo
Yeah,
handheld.
sure.
I will say I would have loved to have gotten one of those like styluses that you get for phones that aren't like immediately
They've got
connected
like
to
the
it.
rubber.
The rubber end,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it would have felt absolutely
I was gonna
perfect
ask
for
if there's
it.
a stylus for the Steam Deck because I've not actually.
I'm pretty sure it could
Yeah.
work quite well with it, honestly.
How
Also-
does this
Okay,
video?
she's back.
How does this video illustrate the difference of it being on a Steam Deck?
so the controls, like you can see, it's all buttons and whatnot. Because this is PC exclusive so far.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So but less talking. I just want to show kind of how it
Mic's
looks.
still not good.
But I
No, it's fine,
still
it's fine,
just.
it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Should I yell?
Yes.
No, no.
Yell until the audience are crying.
So
Everything's fine.
How are you?
So as I was saying,
You want this mic?
No,
Oh,
use
both.
please.
So as I was saying, does
Oh.
it sound bad?
It sounds so loud.
Okay. So as I was saying, I'll wrap it up. So this game
I
really
want you to
rocks.
talk about this
It
game
feels
for so much longer.
it
Please.
feels like a classic Nintendo game.
It totally does, and like
and I
it's
really love
Animal
it.
Crossing house building level of it.
Yeah,
so that's the
and
thing
the-
that jumped to my mind immediately when I saw it. I'm like, I haven't decorated a little house like that since COVID.
Yeah, well,
and I was like, I miss it.
there's a lot to it. Like there is the puzzle mechanic, there is the house building mechanic, which is really delightful. The rat customization is really
You
cute.
got to get into rat customization
because you
got to do
start
it.
the game
Aren't they
with it.
mice?
And they're right. They're rats. They're well, it's a rodent maker. That's what it's called. So it's kind of up to you in your heart. You could, like, if you put your mind to it.
Biggest of the rodents.
Mice and rats. should
But I really love
coexist.
this game. I'm having such a lovely time with
Yeah,
it.
cool.
It's really sweet, and you get little like messages in game. And one of them I got was about how
Charge your Steam
some of
Deck.
the funding, some of the money that's going towards this game is going towards
rodents.
this rat sanctuary. And so there's
Rats
like,
don't need a sanctuary,
I'm
guys.
not
They don't
donating
need a
to a rat
sanctuary.
The world is
There's
a
too many
sanctuary.
rats.
No,
The
that's
world
so
is a rat
sweet.
sanctuary.
That's so
well,
sweet.
it's for like like domesticated rats.
Wow.
I think it's really nice. Anyway, all done.
That is
It is very
interesting.
nice. It's-
That
I think
is
it's
a nice
lovely.
gesture to an interesting cause.
Yeah. Save the
Honest-
rats. I'm pro bubonic plague.
Rat power.
I'm pro bubonic plague.
I reckon I could watch you play that all day, Ruby.
It feels
Yeah.
I
fantastic.
could
to
listen
play.
to
It's
you, the
mesmerizing.
sound
Yeah.
design in that of just the little bloop bloop bloops of like, yeah,
I
that's
feel so soothed. I'm
It's-
at equilibrium right now.
I'll tell you what, the amount of times I was just on the Steam Deck in complete silence, just playing and doing all these puzzles and then getting a new thing and then just doing another
Was
puzzle.
it a chair? It was another chair. She sat there in silence.
It was a bed.
It's another chair.
Nice.
It was a different thing every time. I don't repeat puzzles. I don't need to. I always get them right.
Fair enough.
I do want to shout out that Punter calls England the rat sanctuary.
Yeah.
The money's just going to England.
So, Alexei,
footsies.
what have you been playing?
What have I been playing? I have been playing the new updated version of Star Wars Outlaws.
Ooh.
Star Wars Outlaws.
It's good now.
I think that it is good now. Like, I recently got a PS5 in the last few months. Been slowly acclimatizing myself to the modern world of gaming.
Tell us why you bought it.
After I was on this show, I
Hey.
felt so inspired to play video games, like really get back into it.
Sponsor us soon.
And give me a free PlayStation Pro. I want the Pro. I want beautiful graphics. But I really, I've been just like getting into video gaming again because I'm a single player, solo mission. But more so, like I like very immersive storytelling, and I like a big, either open world or a big rich world. And of course, what is a richer world than one found in a galaxy far, far away a few years ago? And this is this is kind of exactly that. I grew up a big Star Wars fan. I have at one point in time near encyclopedic knowledge of what happened in the expanded universe. Thankfully, other events have happened in my real life that have excised much of that data from my brain.
You
But
had
it-
sex.
Oh, boy, did I. And let me tell you, it was wonderful, especially right at the very end. It's the most exciting part of
Because it
having
clears
sex.
your mind.
The euphoria of orgasm
Yes.
Clears
from
your
sex
mind of Star Wars.
wipes
Wipes
the
it out.
legacy of Star Wars books from your mind.
And I feel so free about it now. So thank you very much to everyone that's helped me on that journey. But getting into like these kind of open world, story-driven games, I had just come off Ghost of Tsushima. Absolutely loved
Mate,
it. Had a great
Mate,
time.
amazing.
A
You're
lot of
doing
fun
the
playing
greatest
it.
hits at the moment.
That's what I recommend. You get a console 5 or 6 years into its life, you can play so many great things. But I really want to kind of scratch that exact same itch. And I felt like this was one of the games that I was most looking forward to getting a PlayStation 5 for, getting interested in it and seeing so much footage of it. And then hearing that on release that it was so probably not well received is a gentle way to put it, but kind of vehemently hated upon. And it made me cautious of it, wary of it, waited for like a little price drop, and now seeing in the last couple of weeks that there was a new update that apparently corrected a lot of the problems that people had with it, mainly around stealth gameplay and I guess kind of the clunkiness of it all. I would the McClunky, of course, one of the most favorite lines of dialogue from Star Wars. But now I think I've kind of gotten into I'll be very honest, it took me about 5 or so hours of gameplay, not in one go, over a session or two. I said not in one go,
Yeah,
then I
but
go
it
immediately
was,
go
yeah.
2 goes. But it did take me a while to kind of like get into it
Sure.
and not only start figuring out how to get the most out of it, but to start having fun. I would say it kind of like it did take me quite a while, and the stealth still does not feel seamless. Like especially after coming off Ghost of Tsushima, which is not like an incredibly like immersive stealth game or a simulation of stealth or anything like that.
Yeah.
It just plays for fun. Like that is a game that just plays for fun. To go directly from that to something like this where stealth does feel like a chore. And now one of the ways that they've kind of quote unquote fixed the stealth mechanic is that originally, from what I understand, and you guys can probably back me up on this or enlighten me, is that if you were to fail, get caught, you would have to restart the whole mission or go back quite some way to a previous checkpoint, right?
Yeah, like I have played 10 hours of this, and I was quite enjoying it. And I think I got over the hump that you were talking about, that kind of 5 hour mark where I was like,
That's sex too.
Yeah, I had sex. Yeah.
I'll never get over that hump.
Yeah. Was it Chewie flew the Millennium Falcon into a sun or something like that to save a dying
a
star?
moon landed on him.
A moon
landed on him.
Landed on
Yes. A moon crashed into him.
He was like, go, I'll catch it.
But he saved the solo kids,
Yes,
which was
that's
very
what
important.
That
Yes.
did happen. I was enjoying it, and I got to the point where I was like, oh, now I'm either going to commit to playing this for 60 hours or stop, and knowing that I like it. But absolutely, it was punishing when you failed partway through a mission.
That was from memory when you were in other clans. What were they called? They were when you were
precincts,
in
areas,
their areas, snooping around. That was the one that would kick you back out.
Right
It
to
was
the
a real
start of
slog
it.
going back
Yes.
in. I think some of the more open world stealth, when it failed, just turned into action and you were okay.
Totally.
However, yeah, I totally agree, and I think we're all on the same page here that I got to that same area and just kind of put the game down. For me, the stealth failed because of the actual areas you were playing in. It's a lot of just tight corridors into sort of facilities and things, whereas your Ghost of Tsushima and other games like that, they're playgrounds. They have, you can kind of stand back and look at them and pick your approach and plan and enjoy the stealth. Whereas I just find these games, the creativity on show is beautiful, but the level design and actually the sort of architecture,
It's quite linear. There's not other there's sometimes multiple paths, but even then they all still kind of lean the same direction.
Whereas you can climb up onto the roofs of houses and stuff in Ghost of Tsushima. Whereas,
Like in a game like that where, like the big games like Ghost of Tsushima and of course like Assassin's Creed, where stealth is at the forefront and it's all about like getting you to feel immersed in that and the movement of that until it starts getting to like almost a flow state.
Totally.
Where you're around it. It never feels that way here. Like it does feel quite McClunky, to put it that way.
Yeah.
It does. It just doesn't feel ever quite natural. Like it doesn't feel like a game that is made to be a thief, to be a stealth mission type thing. It just doesn't feel that way.
It's blasters blazing. I remember the shooting was really kind of syrupy and it just never felt great. Again, they've addressed that. Whether or not it feels better or I can even tell the difference now I've spent 6 or so hours with it. However, we put it down and I think I just got to a second planet. You're still on the first planet enjoying everything that's there? Or have
I've
you
gone on to like
ventured off?
3 or 4 planets now.
shit,
I've
all
ventured
right.
off. I will
That's
admit
probably
that
why you're
I've played
loving it.
20 hours of this game in the last few weeks.
Oh.
Last few weeks, I reckon it's been maybe a week and a half. The only things I've been doing, I am going to only admit this on this channel. I've been not watching as many movies as I normally watch.
Clip that.
I've been playing this game and I've been watching ER. I've been watching.
Oh my God.
I've watched the first 2 seasons of ER and be playing this game.
The best two.
Yeah,
Moly.
I'm as someone just said, I'm locked in. I'm kind of locked into
Yeah.
this game now. And
Is that Clooney?
Oh, that's not just someone.
It
That's
is
Douche
Clooney,
in the
yeah.
chat.
it's the original Clooney, and you see him become a movie star.
Yeah.
I wish I'd reviewed ER right now. It's but this
We'll make space for ER for the break.
We'll get you back for that.
I'll stick around for the Patreon if I can talk about ER. I'll be around to the end. But I would say one of the other kind of like drawbacks to this is that I don't know if I find the storyline quite compelling at all. And I think that is a problem with character. You're playing, to an extent, it's an RPG in that, yes, there is like some kind of like growth in your skills and all of that stuff, but also it's role playing in its truest form where you're like, you are immersed in the world from the perspective of this character.
Yeah.
But I feel like this character is a bit empty and it's not like going, well, I can play the game how I would like to. No, this character does exist. You're being forced into a way of how to play this game.
Yeah.
But also, there's no strong motivation for like, oh, what am I even doing in this world?
Yeah.
And then through that, all the choices feel a bit meaningless. You're just kind of playing and going, okay, well, I guess I've done a few missions for the Hutts. Now I should do a few more for the Ashiga clan, so I can keep my reputation amongst all the gangs at equilibrium, so that way I can still get access to these things.
Yeah, it's
whole
almost
time-
like resource management or,
Yes.
or relationship management.
And
more
from
than
memory,
it
the
is
whole time, it's
role-playing.
because there is a big bad who you accidentally crossed at the start, and you are trying to right that in some regard. But I remember a lot of people talking about it being like, as a motivation, it doesn't need to be world-ending, but it needs to be a little stronger
Just
than
a
that.
little thrust, some kind of personal stakes in it
Totally.
or something like that.
I have
Beyond
heard-
just like, oh, I'm got a death threat on me. It's like, who are you? What am I doing? You
I've
get
heard
glimpses,
from
but
multiple
yeah.
sources, and I'd be really keen to hear what you think if and when you finish it. That it.
Oh,
Does,
I will finish it.
It does. It does pull a lot together. A lot of people have said it does pull a lot together in the final chapter.
Great, okay.
And that's where some people have gone from middling on it to absolutely adoring it, which
Great.
is a big gamble with your narrative to say,
Yeah.
hey, it gets good at the end. But again, I don't know if the chat agrees, but there's been a lot of people who have said that. So potentially hold that hope.
Yeah, I do think it's worth giving another shot. Like,
Yeah,
if you
I will,
played
yeah.
it on release and there was enough in there for you to, invest 10 hours of your time,
Yeah.
I do think there are enough improvements from at least what I understand from just coming in on this round of the game.
Yeah.
I've just started having a lot of fun with it. I'm enjoying the combat now, the stealth missions when they go awry, and now you're just in shootout mode. Sometimes it can be frustrating going like, oh god, I wish I had the satisfaction of being able to do this stealthily.
Yeah.
But it's like, it is fun shooting stormtroopers in the head from time to time.
Totally, and I think it is. I love the Jedi, the EA games,
Yeah.
Fallen Order and whatever the other one was called,
Outcast?
Jedi
Outcast.
Survivor.
Just
Sorry.
Survivor,
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
The recent
Survivor.
ones,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I love
yeah.
the old ones as well, absolutely. But I think
They were the first. That was the first game I played on PS5.
Really?
Was the new one, and I
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah.
I think I like the world design and the graphics in this game better than I like the EA
Yes.
ones. I liked playing the EA ones more moment to
They
moment,
felt, like
but because they're just designed to be fun.
And also, they have that great thrust to the storyline. Like
Yeah.
you just really feel compelled
Cal
to
Kestis
keep
is
on
interesting.
going.
The characters around Cal Kestis are more interesting than Cal. It's
And it's not because he's a Jedi. It's like there is just more gameplay to that character, and that comes with the Jedi abilities. But it's not just because Jedi's are cooler than everyone. Because I know that's kind of a big.
Jedi's are cool though.
Well, yeah, true.
They got swords and shit.
That's true, and backflips.
Yeah,
They've got swords
they
and
can do
backflips.
If you had to review this game, your experience with this game so far, with one Star Wars quote,
I would say that quote would be "Hello there," as in I would keep playing the game and "Hello, it's
Good.
here." Yeah.
that's perfect.
Good.
Yes,
time
I'm
you boot it
still.
up.
Yes,
Hello there.
I'm
Yeah.
still into the introductory phase. It feels like even though I'm
Nice.
on like Planet 4 or
I was gonna
some
say
shit.
20
like,
hours in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we all at the point where we get held to like Stockholm syndrome with open world games? It's like 40 hours in, I am enjoying it now. And like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I
Yeah.
think that's just
Yeah.
bargaining.
Gus, you've been playing Flight Simulator 2024,
I have.
and is it bad?
It's not bad. Flight Sim 2024 came out a week or so ago and had a very troubling launch. And I thought I would give it a bit of a wide berth and come back to it. It's on Game Pass. I've been playing on
That's
an
a
Xbox.
boating term.
Thank you, sorry. A wide yoke. So I played quite a bit of Flight Sim 2020, and that game was the first to really introduce the new generation of Flight Sim in the sense that this game maps the entire world, which is still to this day an incredible feat and just a technical marvel. That game in 2020 came out, and I think people were in awe of it, but then they realized as well that it is a flight simulator, and by its nature, not a game. And so all the gaminess of it was actually in some of the smaller challenges that were introduced over time and were patched into it. Things like the landing challenges, the thing that you can actually enjoy rather than a long haul flight.
And all the tie-in content as well, Top Gun and...
Well, I was
those
going to
sorts
say,
of
I
stuff.
really got into it when they did. They had a Top Gun and a Dune expansion where you got to fly the
whoa.
ornithopter around, and it was really polished, really fantastic, and something I really got into. Flight Sim 2024 has come out and is a bit of an interesting beast in the sense that it is essentially a kind of repacking of the game and the technology that's there. It is with improved graphics, and I'm going to stumble a bit through this because it's really hard to tell what's working in this game and what isn't and why. Because I set this up with a couple of my mates who we all play together, and technically it falls under a category of a style of review, Josh, but I don't know if you were prepared with this. Because I've been playing this with my
Shooting?
no, I've been playing with
Wave
my
mode?
joystick, also
Oh, hot
known as my
ass.
hot ass. because it's one of those games.
Sponsored by Garmin.
Josh? Gus's hot ass?
You didn't tell him to do it. So
I
he's
told
not
Will
gonna.
to do it. But yeah, I've been setting up this. The hot, it's
Will
a
doesn't
it's
build
a hands-on
shit.
throttle and stick, which is a joystick to fly around with. So we set up to play, and diving into the game, there's a lot more on offer in terms of trying to make this a more approachable game rather than a sim. A big part of that is the career mode that's introduced, which you're seeing here, which is
That plane definitely fucking hit that
it
hangar.
flew into the hangar.
That definitely hit. There was not enough room to turn that plane.
They've introduced a career mode which makes you create a pilot with a customizable look to them, and then you pick a small airport, and that's where you do all the tutorials, but they then branch out into a whole series of small challenges and pilot licenses. And it's a far better way to have the game hold your hand rather than do it through some clunky menus and things like that. Here, you genuinely have a pilot next to you, who talks through what I think is AI to speech. It's really weird. They pronounced my name, so it's like, "Welcome to Moorabbin Airport, Guzmangus." And I was like, this is weird. But it's in kind of like...
But I think I love you.
Let's fly together. But it's in line with all the technology and all the AI that is used to propagate this world. Do you know about how this works? How it's literally the whole globe? You can fly anywhere in the world?
Are you serious?
No,
can fly to your
yes.
house.
It's satellite
to
maps
your
the
house.
entire world.
Wow.
You can fly over your house, and from that they use terrain mapping and then some AI that basically looks at all of that and fills it with 3D models of trees and buildings, more so now than in the previous game.
the
Are
pilot
you serious? That's real?
Yes, so you can zoom out here at any time and fly to anywhere in the world, and it is a technical
Oh my
marvel.
gosh.
What
Do
you're
you
seeing
fly
here
around
is
like your neighborhoods? and
100%.
go, Wow.
Is this your footage?
This is my footage.
Are
So
you
this
going to
is-
fly to your house?
I'm
gonna
not.
dox
I mean,
yourself?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to tell. I tried it. It takes
Wow.
some technological leaps. Like there's a big.
Where are you now?
I'm in Moorabbin.
Wow.
And so as Josh could scrub a little bit further forward, but I'm just doing some basic stuff at the start. They have introduced a whole bunch of other things alongside the career, including a whole bunch of challenges. Photography is a huge element of it now. This is me at the Hercules, Rock of Hercules at Gibraltar.
Wow.
Yeah, nice.
And basically, you're doing a photography mission. They're a big part of it because you can now get out of your vehicle or
While
your
you're
plane.
Oh my
flying?
god, it's like GTA.
That's
No, not while you're
awesome.
Wow.
flying. You do need to
Oh,
land.
my favorite game, Driver 3.
Oh man, that was a quality title. No, here you can, if and when you land, there is now collision with the world that wasn't in 2020. So a big part of the old Sims is when you would go to hit the ground, it would just dip to black and put you back into the sky. That's been in every Microsoft Flight Sim. Now, when you turn it off Sim mode, you have the ability to bounce off the ground and into things. And so you can actually
Oh
land anywhere versus just runway.
Oh man, there are gonna be so many great recreations.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
well, let's avoid the
So
obvious
you
there.
can like crash into like buildings and
You will
stuff.
bounce off everything.
Oh,
But
that
you
would've
can
been
then
great, right?
you
I'm
can then
mesmerized
get
by
out
this
and
right
walk.
now.
So here's the really crazy thing. You
That's
can
a
then,
huge fucking rock.
That's the something of Gibraltar. What is it? The
I guess the
Rock
rock
of
Oh,
Gibraltar.
the John of Travolta.
the John of Travolta. You can get out and walk anywhere
Well,
in
of
the
course,
world.
he's a famous pilot. He flew
Yeah,
for
he did.
Qantas.
That's true.
Can you play as
And
John
now we have a
Travolta?
rock.
You can make your character
I
look
would
like
love
him.
that. Can you?
You can. You
I'm
can
buying
customize
this
it.
game.
But
It's on
it
Game
actually
Pass.
looks
You need
like
an
Nicolas
I need an
Cage
Xbox.
because it's John
Can I get an
Travolta in
Xbox?
Face Off.
If someone is, if anyone's give me Xbox, please.
If everyone's
me
giving him away,
Xbox.
everyone's giving him away.
Anyway, so you can, as I mentioned, get out and walk, which when you think about it, is surreal because you now have a walking simulator of the,
The
Earth.
world.
So the weird way this dawned on me was that you can do that in multiplayer. You can get out and like do
Wow.
flybys of each other. I should address the thing I said at the start, which is that because it is constantly rendering the section of the world you zoom in on, behind every fucking menu, the game really like slugs its way through
Yeah.
what you are doing. And then also because the game's only 13 gig, but it is cloud-based loading of the world as you fly across it. So the servers on their end have been struggling since launch. So that means that it doesn't matter that the graphics can look really bad because their servers are struggling to push it to your end. But also if your internet's not good, you can be struggling at loading in textures. Plus, if you're on a PC, you might have a shit PC that's not running it optimally. So there's a lot of hurdles that a lot of people reviewing this are like, I'm not sure what's not working quite yet
Yeah.
to make it perfect. Some are having no issues whatsoever, but the developers came out on the day of release with a really lovely little like web Zoom chat, being like, "We're so proud of the game, but it is just
It was in
absolutely overloading.
360p.
It's
fucking
overloading
dog
our
shit
servers and
stream
everything
quality.
like that."
Wow.
That said, I've given it the week and a half and dived in and checked out some of this stuff. I just want to point out, Josh, could you roll back just a little
Well,
bit
that's
for me,
beautiful.
please? Because I just want to point out, here is where I did a photography mission. The photography missions, you can go and take photos of landmarks, but you can also do animals. And so it said kangaroos.
Pokemon Snap.
It's essentially Pokemon Snap.
Wow.
But here's the really messed up part.
And what was the other? What
Let
was
me
the
finish.
gyrocopter?
Here's the really
game?
messed up part.
Yeah.
I went kangaroos. I want to take a photo of a kangaroo. It then gave me a heat map of Australia. That's what you were looking at. It doesn't put you in a mission and say find the kangaroo. It says that's Australia. That heat map that you saw with all the coloured cubes. This is where more kangaroos will be. So I picked a point and I took this vehicle, the gyrocopter, to land and find a kangaroo to take a photo of. I proceed to land, and then I get out of the vehicle, which, Josh, if you scrub forward a little bit, I then walk around, and I'm like, okay, the game said there were kangaroos around here. I'm going to walk around and find one. My gamer brain said it's going to give me one, until I had the realization this isn't a level. This is the world, and I've just picked somewhere in northern, Victoria. So I'm just wandering the
You'd find a
world
kangaroo
right now.
out there. You'd find one.
I did.
There we go.
However, for a split second, I realized this isn't a game that's just going to like help me find the thing. I could just walk forever and never find the thing I'm after because this is the world. It's a surreal thing to be running around in first person in a space that has been propagated and
gosh.
populated and just be like, you could do this anywhere.
I feel sick hearing this.
It's
this
kind
is too
of
much.
insane.
I don't like it.
Wow.
They have then added on top of the photography a whole bunch of missions that integrate with the ground in terms of you can do like banner. You can pick up a banner and fly it around a beach to earn
Yeah.
money. You can ride a hot air balloon through Milford Sound. You can do seed crop dusting. You can do you can be
That's
flying
where you
doctors.
walk and you fart. While
Yeah.
I've done a few of that today.
You can do flying doctors where you have to go and land,
Oh
pick
my
up the patients,
gosh.
put them in the plane and fly
Sick.
them back. You can do scenic flights with VIPs that you have to land in Vegas, put them in your plane. The models will sit in there and ask to be flown around.
Oh my
They've added
gosh.
the game to it that wasn't in the original.
Wow.
That said, it is still got a bit to go until it is like running nice and smooth. But massive props to them for creating more
That's a boating
fun
term.
and doing it within the framework of this technical fucking marvel. Because it is
so
just,
special, isn't it?
it paralyzes you with choice when you load it up. You go, I could fly anywhere in the world. Fuck, I'm flying over Moorabbin. And
Yeah.
I'm not flying somewhere amazing. But
I guess the first place I would go is my primary school because I've always wanted to see what it actually looks like beyond my
above.
memories or dreams. But I can't just go, I'm going to go walk into my primary
You're not allowed
school
to do that.
see what it's
You
like.
can't do that.
it's if walking around built up suburban and those areas.
Up in the sky, it's a bird.
Throttle.
What the fuck was that?
And I have been flying with my hot ass. My hands on throttle and stick is the phrasing for what that is, which still works with that. And I've been flying with some buddies. Josh, please, can you play the very end of the first clip? The very end of that. There'll be 3 little white planes flying around over Canberra.
Your friends.
Which I buddied up with my mates, and we all just did
Wow.
formation flying over where he lives in Canberra, all on radios.
So you're okay
all-
doxing him.
well, this isn't where he lives, but it's just this is something I do now with mates, and it's such a thing to do in your fucking 30s. It's like late 30s. It's like, should we just get in small planes and fly around and just try and be like touch wings?
It's like synchronized swimming for boys.
It is. It really is. But my God, we had such a lovely time doing it. So thanks to the lads.
I'm actually I'm mind blown. I
Yeah.
can't believe that there's a whole world in a game. It's only 13 gigabytes.
And you also have to find each other. It's like,
Is
where
it
are
only
you?
13 gigabytes?
Yeah, because it is streaming everything.
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
Okay,
but so
wow.
was the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking remember that game being
It
like
is weird
200
when you go,
gig.
okay, cool.
It's
We're in the
13
same
gigabytes to
instance. Where
download.
are you? It's like, I'm in just north of Canberra.
Yeah.
It's like, I need to find you before you see each other. So it's like, it doesn't
Yeah.
have a just zoom to your friend. It has a, you need to find GPS.
Were you playing on
coordinates.
Xbox?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I wonder if you download more stuff on PC. Because
Potentially.
I played the last one on PC, and I think the same thing happened, right? It's a small download, and then you load up the game, and then it downloads a fuck ton of data.
Which was causing heaps
For
of people
4
grief at the
hours.
beginning as well, because
Yeah.
it was like the servers were struggling to even load that up. Some
Yeah.
planes are missing.
It might be a smoother experience on PC as well.
It does. It has some weird things. My friend flew past me in an F-18 Hornet, and I was like, "Cool, how did that look?" It had loaded a Boeing on mine, so just this cruise liner
Sick.
just flew past. So I was like, "Are you in a Boeing?" So it has some weird planes are not loading properly, all that
Yeah,
kind of
okay.
stuff. Give it a month or two, but it's free on Game Pass, so
Yeah, cool.
that's why it's worth
It's all
checking out.
streamed at the moment. Yeah.
Oh,
interesting.
There you go.
and sorry, I'll just make a quick point as well, because I didn't get the chance. Squeak Cross Home, Squeak Home, that demo is coming out tomorrow.
nice.
So if you want to try the demo, which I highly recommend, it's heaps of fun, that comes out on Steam tomorrow. So you played Kingdom Come 2 Deliverance.
Mm-hmm.
You played Star Wars Outlaws
It's good now.
1.4 update.
Yes, 1.4 update.
And you played
Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. It's been 4 years since the last one came out in 2020. That's
yeah.
pilot talk.
And
Nice.
I played Squeak Cross Home, Squeak Home, and now it's time for a break. Huh.
Mussolini is back and he's on a war pouring. Luckily, recruitment kennels have been set up everywhere to show those humans that a good dog's bark is far better than a kitty's bite. So, join the JEP today, the Joyfully Enlisted Paw Patrol. Whether you're a pooch in training or you're already on the job, become the hound Her Majesty needs you to be in the JEPP. Why, look, it's the Amphibious Light Infantry 2nd Battalion Royal Australian Regiment. But of course, we just call them the wet rats of the brook. They may look like a soft touch, but rest assured, they can wrestle with the best of them. That's a good boy. But it's not all work and no play. You'll be belly up in a good way with our program of R&R. That's running and, yes, you guessed it, more running. Touchdown, little fella.
I originally founded the Joyfully Enlisted Paw Patrol unit so that every pup would have the chance to show leadership and loyalty, rise to the rank of top dog, and have a big stretch. Aww.
Here at the JEP, we teach old dogs new tricks. So, say bow wow to Meow Meow and make sure Kitty knows that it's Mutt who's man's best friend. The JEPP. Sit, stay, sign up today.
You know, I've met someone. Yeah, they are beautiful. And when I hold them against me, it's like music. Oh, totally. We should go on a double date. Give you a chance to meet my new squeeze. Yeah, I'd like that.
Uh-oh. I think I got. I think it's Jova. I think it's f***ing Jova.
So I feel a bit bad because I was real sus on Josh.
Only someone had seen someone using the Death Note. I did.
Did you see?
Who was it?
I saw
Who?
Ruby
Yourself
hiding
using-
in the corner.
No, I don't think it shows you when you write someone's name in it.
It absolutely does.
Yeah.
Why? Is that because you're Kira?
Blue, it's
Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm not killing people. Was so fucking doomed.
Oh.
I feel like that was really suspicious. Okay, let's see.
Let's see.
No, it literally was me.
Investigation.
Welcome back to Back Pocket, everyone. We had an ad break there, and in it, we saw a new word. We got a new one, guys. A new word from Music for Hire. Squeeze. Squeeze. Was it squeeze organ? Is that what you call it?
Sorry?
This thing. Accordion or a squeeze organ?
Accordion.
Was that not a piano accordion?
An
Did it have the
accordion is
keys
the
on
little
side?
one.
No, they can be big. Piano accordions, big.
Squeeze box.
Squeeze box.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One
it's
of
a squeeze
those
box. Like in Johnson and Friends.
Oh my god.
What's one of those toys?
Yes,
Squeeze
it
box?
was a squeeze
Memory
box.
unlocked.
Yes.
Yeah.
There
and
was a pink elephant.
Was it
There
neurotic?
was a hot water bottle.
Oh, the
There was
hot
a hot
water
water
bottle.
bottle.
He was neurotic.
Of course.
Yeah.
And there was a
Yeah.
yellow squeeze box with blue tips.
Blue tips.
Oh, my first
red
crush.
lips.
Red,
Blue tips,
big
red lips. That's
how
my
we
man
like
in
'em.
finance.
Memory unlocked.
Blue tips, red lips.
Ooh.
I'm looking for a
thank
squeeze
you.
box.
Anyway, thank you, Muso, for sending it
Yeah,
away.
that could be good actually.
We also saw the ad there for Jep. It's Jep, and the Dog Army. It's been a while since I've seen that one. I forgot we did that one. I wasn't wearing pants in that. Anyway, watch it back. You'll know what I mean.
That's multiple ads that you don't wear pants in.
You too.
Mm.
We went through a phase.
We could do a phase again.
We could do a phase again. We also saw a social there from Ruby, you playing Death Note with Josh. A little bit of your attempt to backstab gone wrong.
I'm really bad at it. You
Yeah.
have two. No, he's dead.
Oh, no.
Oh, and
Wait,
it was
is-
one of you.
Did you
So
kill
sad.
Josh and it went wrong?
So the thing is,
Surely it
is
was
like
the devil.
your options are you're either the goodie or the baddie, and the baddie you have to kill people, but you have to do it so secret. And I'm not good at that, and I'm not good at lying, and I don't like people.
This?
Why'd you
pointing
pick
at
that
me.
game to play then?
This is
That's
what
fun.
she's doing. She's a
You're
brilliant
building
liar.
you're building it
This
up.
is the thing. She's so good at lying and backstabbing. This is all. See, look at that face.
Liar, killer,
That'd write a
murderer.
note. Gonna kill you later.
I just kept panicking and killing people.
But the I am the kill has a little love heart on it.
One
so,
of the
like,
funniest parts was like there were 3 people in a room, and then I came into the room and I got the IDs from all of them, left, panicked about killing people, killed 2 of the people in that room, and the one person that I left was incredibly suspicious of me already. So that just like proved it to them.
I like that you panicked, so you killed more people
Yeah.
to ease your
Panic
Yeah.
stabs.
Yeah, panic stabs. To
I'm
get
an
over
anxious shooter.
Oh, well, I guess
stabber.
it was
Oh, God,
panic.
I'm
You're a
doing it.
panic rider.
Yeah.
You're punching
yeah.
the
Is that
cat right
how
now.
that game
Panic,
works? You
yeah,
just write the
Panic
name in?
Rider. I'm like, Peter Burns.
Well, thank you for filling in last week when we didn't have an episode actually as well.
Hero.
Both you and Josh working
May
tirelessly.
he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. But you can
Miss
see
that
that
fella.
the whole
Yeah.
stream is available
You're
on
so
the
sweet.
YouTube channel. So you can check that out as well as our socials. Go watch those on the TikToks before you get banned. But that means you're under 16, which means you shouldn't be on Twitch. It's also late. And it's far too
Yes.
late for you in this next segment.
And 15-year-olds, please go to bed at 8:20 p.m. You
Well-
must be asleep.
Kids, go to bed because it's time for the adults to play a little bit of Ranky Panky. Ooh. Ranky Panky is brought to us by the rankiest and pankiest of all our patron sponsors. It is BMAC. Thank you, BMAC. And as usual, when BMAC sponsors a segment, we take a line from BMAC's website. It's movie related, so hold on to your butt. This is where we read a TLDR review. I don't know, if this last time you were on the show, if you heard us do a piece by BMAC, but basically he writes movie reviews for movies, TV shows, Rivers, I think, even at one point. And then there's a
Rivers.
TLDR as well, just
Yeah.
in case you want to get a little top line version
I
of
love
it as
that.
well. For
Yeah.
the short of attention span and time people these days.
Aren't we all, though?
Here is a TLDR of a movie. I need you to tell me what that film is. While the plot might be a little convoluted in places and the music does not quite hit as hard, when the story, emotion, and the characters collide, you can't help but feel a little bit of joy wash over you.
Peter. Oh, you go. You
I
got
like how
something.
No,
subtly
you say it because
Peter.
I was
Have you got
I was like
something?
that could be any movie.
That's
It could be any, but I think it's Moana 2.
It is Moana 2. Ding, ding, ding.
Wow.
Correct.
I was going to say Wicked.
Oh, Wicked.
Yeah,
Wicked.
but I've
Because
heard
the
the music is
songs
really-
hit hard in The Wizard of Oz.
Yes, they sure
My
do.
favorite song
Yeah.
in The Wizard
But
of Oz is with the king of the forest. Love how he
Holy
sings that.
My God.
It's bizarre when
Wow.
he sings his voice like that.
Does.
The
That's
lion.
so messed up. That,
Love
that,
him.
that whole character worried me.
Yeah,
love
he's
him.
disturbing.
Yeah, the Moana 2.
He seems unwell.
No Lin-Manuel
Miranda.
So
Lin
not-
Moana.
None of his music in it, but apparently kids like it, and it's a kids' film, so adults stop complaining.
He's doing well. I'll go and watch it. I mean, I also think that first Moana film is one of the most
Versus brilliant.
beautiful
The
Disney
problem
films.
is that it was a series that's been
So good looking.
It was
I
a
love the
chopped up
pictures.
series that's been squished together as a film.
Oh.
Yeah,
And-
that's
and
what
you
they
can really
used to
feel
do.
it.
It's like the first time they've done something like that in a while because Disney has had a long history of taking animated series and turning them into movies.
Atlantis, The Lost Empire
Yeah,
2
that's
right.
is that.
I think Aladdin 2, King of
I
Thieves.
think, or maybe it's Aladdin 3.
Or Aladdin 3,
because there's Return of Jafar, and then they go there.
That's right.
The Alibaba.
3 as well.
Warpstone.
Snow
this
White
is-
was gonna be a
this is
Netflix
difference
series
between a straight to DVD sequel. This is like they were gonna make it as full. They were gonna make it a series. They
Oh no,
had
no,
it
no! But that's
broken up.
exactly what they used to do.
Yeah.
Like it is
Yeah.
the same thing. It wasn't.
They snip it up, they
They
snip
were
it and
straight
squish
to DVD or straight to VHS
Yes.
movies, but they were originally shows beforehand.
I guess what I'm
They
saying is this is
put
done
together.
more out of a like that more diabolical thing where they go, oh, we can just make more money. If like streaming used to be the place that made money, and now Disney's panicking, shitting the bed, and going, no, back to cinemas. Actually, they just can't make their mind up. And apparently, Warpstone points out it's a part 1 again. So Moana 2 is a part 1.
No, are you serious? Dude?
Yeah, and there's the live action remake coming as
So
well.
it's
I do
Moana
know that.
2.0, and then the next one's going to be
2.4,
Moana
the
2.5.
update. Anyway, enough
That's
Moana
confusing.
talk. We don't need to talk anymore about Moana unless it's Moana 1. You're welcome.
I would say Moana is like Wind Waker movie almost. The way that feels when you're out there on the water.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful
Damn, it's
stuff.
good.
Yeah.
Beautiful
It is so
stuff.
good.
Yeah.
Also, what's good is Ranky Panky. It's a segment that was originally birthed from the wonderful Narcotex when they put it together in some of the Pocket Pals episodes. We have taken it, we have reworked it, and we're going to play it with a bit of a theme tonight, based on our guest here.
Made its debut in the murder episode, actually.
Wow.
What?
It did make its debut in the murder episode.
Oh, in the yeah, right. Oh, okay. I thought for some
Wow.
reason it had been
We've done a
played.
Are you
couple
guys going
times,
to
yeah.
kill me? So you're leading
Yeah.
towards?
Yeah.
Okay, exciting.
I
Well,
did
not a
say
release.
I'm an
Wow.
anxious shooter.
I'll give you the rules. After the
You're
guest is
freaking me
murdered,
out.
Ruby will write their name down. No, in Nycro's version, which explains the name, players were advised to order video game characters from the most Rule 34 artwork existing to the least. So that was the original version. We've retooled it. In our version, we've set a series of categories, and players will choose from, and then you will rank accordingly. Tonight's theme, to fit Alexei's vibe, is video game adaptations. So
Video game porn.
we're going to be ordering them.
BMX Triple X, my favorite game.
Oh, damn. I remember hiring that one. We're going to get a bunch of categories on screen, which we may as well look at now, Josh. They are all genres, I guess. You're going to pick one. You'll see a bunch of movie tie-ins, and it's your job to then order them from left to right. I believe it's left to right, based on Rotten Tomato scores.
Of the movie.
Correct. So
Okay.
why don't you kick us off?
Are they all Rotten Tomato scores?
Yes.
Okay.
So we've got the categories here: Boom, Crash, Monkey, Double Fantasy, Boo and Other Frights,
Yes.
G's IRL. I don't know what any of these are. G's IRL.
GG Easy IRL.
Oh, okay.
Brother, you're a gamer.
That's
Also,
stuff
why
for
did you go
kids.
down the column and not do row, 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 row?
Under their umbrella,
Wow,
Ella?
boat style.
A bit of telly and science.
You wouldn't get it. That's a boating term.
That was good.
Do I choose first?
Pick a category.
I'll go science fiction.
Liz, don't worry about scores, mate.
Oh, no one's skipping score.
Is that JP? That's JPD for real.
Oh, get out of here, JP. What are you doing here?
JP, fuck off.
Shit.
Is that JP?
JP.
Oh, hello, JP.
Okay, so we've got the films. They'll be revealed to us at
Yep.
the top. And then I believe we try and order them, and then they'll be revealed to us at the bottom. So you'll want to try and match them
Okay.
up in that order. So, Josh, is reveal away? Forgot how
Yeah,
this is
okay,
played.
here we go. So,
Reveal away.
we have Super Mario Bros.
Super Mario Brothers.
The original.
Borderlands.
Borderlands.
The original.
Oh my
Borderlands.
gosh.
Doom.
Oh my gosh.
Best film.
Wing Commander.
Wow.
And Tron Legacy.
A little Freddie Prinze Jr.
Lovely.
My mind.
It is a
Yeah.
Freddy
So is Wing Commander a movie based on the
FPJ.
game?
Correct.
Yeah.
But Wing
It
Commander
is.
was a game with like live action cutscenes.
It did,
Mark
yeah.
Hamill.
Mark
Mark
Hamill
Hamill.
was in
correct.
the FMV stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So, hot or not, you want the highest score on the left, the nottest on the right.
I actually think Borderlands might be the lowest. I
that's
think
pretty safe
Borderlands
bet.
might be the lowest, and I'm gonna keep Tron Legacy. Oh wait, no, Tron Legacy hottest.
Yeah, I think
Tron Legacy hottest.
That did quite well.
It did. It didn't do very well at the box office, but it's a true
Yeah.
cult hit these days.
Speaking of cold hits.
And I would say that it is. It's a good movie. I like it.
I
Beautiful
like Tron
score.
Legacy.
Yes.
Beautiful
Very
score.
well.
Oh, Daft Punk, right?
Daft Punk.
Of course.
Daft Punk.
This is the tricky bit. It's going with the hold on, not that makes sense, but it's working these ones out in the middle.
Yeah.
God, I might say Wing Commander is the one that's thrown me because I've never heard of it. Didn't know it existed. I know the video game.
I don't. What's the
And
actor's name? Far left is the guy who played Shaggy.
Is it
and
Matthew
in Scream.
Lillard?
It is Matthew
I
Lillard.
love
And then who's in
Matthew
the middle?
Lillard.
Anne Hathaway, from what I can see on this starting image.
I don't know actually who that is.
I saw Doom in the cinemas. I did see Doom in the cinemas.
Great film.
Sorry.
And I remember being proud to see it.
Thoughts on the Super Mario Brothers movie?
It is horrifying.
It's so good though.
It's interesting.
I thought you'd
It's
love
got
it.
Saffron Burrows.
I saw the Morton Jankel cut. I love Saffron Burrows. The director of the film had a director's cut made by two directors.
Really?
They're mainly in music video, and so they've re-released a director's cut. And I own a Blu-ray 4K or whatever copy of this, and I got sent this box set of it. It's out of print. It's worth fucking $500 right now, and I have it sealed because I'm like, I'm just gonna sell it one day.
I'll buy it.
But it's like this big, beautiful. You will buy it.
This is Mario
I'll
Brothers,
sell
right?
it. It's huge, man. It comes with a script, all this book.
I've never seen the alternate cut.
The alternate director's cut's got a rap in it by the two little henchmen fellas in
Oh
it.
my god!
And the only time I've ever seen it was I watched it on an illegal Russian stream like 4 years ago for a podcast, and the stream was so bad, no shit. It took me all day to watch the movie because it kept
That's
buffering.
a painful way to watch any movie.
It was
let alone
in
that film.
increments over an entire day. I might just say something right now.
Please.
I reckon this might be right.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking just shift Doom and Super Mario Brothers.
Like swap them.
Swap them. Doom a little bit more positively received.
You know
is
what?
my thought.
Doom rocks
You know what's so
fucking
crazy
hard.
to think about with Wing
It's
Commander
awful,
is
It's awful, yes.
that trio there. 2/3 of that trio is one half of
Scooby-Doo.
the mystery gang of the live action
Really
Scooby-Doo
quick,
movie.
Alexei, sorry to interrupt.
Please.
These are not the tomato scores. These are audience scores.
Oh, audience scores.
Oh
You
shit!
don't
just
respect the
double-checked.
critic. You gotta respect the
I
critic,
just
not the
double-checked,
public.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, what does
Andy
that do
expert
then?
here.
'Cause
I
now you're
actually have no idea now. I'm out of whack. I only know critical consensus.
I will shout out because
Sorry.
Nicortex is shouting himself out in chat. This game is designed so smoothly. It fucking is. The tool,
It
the
really
back
is.
end, the back end of this game
Yeah.
is designed, built by
You want to move
Nicortex. The
some
code.
stuff around?
Yeah.
Do it right now.
It's
It'll
gorgeous.
just seamlessly glide
Gorgeous.
around.
Okay.
Based on audience.
Audience.
What does that tell you?
Tron's still at the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon then you've got.
I reckon I would go Mario a little bit more received than. Oh, but I don't know.
No, I think you're.
Because it's like who's logging
think
onto
people like
Rotten
Doom.
Tomatoes
Am I
to
wrong?
go, I like this. Is it Psychos?
This guy,
that-
Rotten Tomatoes.
I like
Psychos.
Mario.
No, keep
I
going.
reckon Mario second hottest. Wing Commander, because I don't think there's many people seeing it, so I think the average would be quite high. Because you're
Now
either
you're
going
using the
in
noggin.
to do it.
Yeah.
So I would probably go. Oh God, I feel sick right now. I feel absolutely sickened. I feel sickened by
The goal
this
of
right
this
now.
game then.
Okay, I'm fidgeting, so I reckon keep it as is.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Yeah.
All right,
All
Josh.
right, here we go.
Where were we starting?
Last.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
26.
Next, we have
Oh.
Super Mario.
Wow.
Good is
Sacrilegious.
I gotta go and
You're
see that
kidding.
movie. It must be great.
I guess because it's new, there would be people going,
No.
at least this isn't woke. Let's give it.
Hang on. So what? So hang on. Now you're saying Borderlands is.
If Borderlands is number one, I
No,
will be
yeah,
thrilled.
thank goodness.
And finally, Tron.
What
Alright.
the fuck?
63.
So let's keep it simple. You get point if it's in the right spot. You got
I-
2 points.
We
This
got-
is the reason
So
I
you
looked
got
it
one?
up is because I can see the answers as Alexei is playing the game, and Borderlands I could see 51. I'm just like, hang on a sec. So I
Oh,
looked it
wow.
up. It's got a 10% tomato score
Yes.
Right.
and a 51% audience score.
I do now
Wow.
recall this is a Will decision. He was like, "It'll be more interesting." Boo! This is a bad idea. We
Because
should
it's
stop with
bots
critics.
doing it. Bots do it on this thing. You know, it's hard. But Borderlands was definitely paid for by Warner Brothers Pictures to get a
Yeah.
good audience
Totally,
score. is my
totally.
call.
All right.
Wow.
Ruby, do you want to pick the next category, please?
Maybe. That stuff for kids cartoons for $100, please. All right,
Josh,
show me the
reveal
money.
away.
Okay, first up we have Detective Pikachu.
Oh my
Great,
god, this is one
we've
of my.
had this conversation
I love
before.
this movie. Yeah.
I think was it
It was on the Pocket Buds podcast
Yeah, it was on Pocket
that came
Buds,
on. And
yeah.
I think it's the best video game adaptation
I agree.
movie
Next we
ever.
have Angry
Agree.
Birds.
Oh, but Angry Birds is a little bit better.
If you're
Chef's kiss.
stupid.
Oh.
Final Fantasy X Spirits Within.
Wow.
I love
That's
that
a
movie.
really.
I love it.
I thought that
Wait,
one
why
was
is this in the Stuff for
10.
Kids cartoon?
Because that's for children.
Wasn't it the
It
first?
is
It's like animated.
At least the one.
the Mario Brothers
movie.
3D.
All right, all right.
And we watched that
And
too.
finally
on
we
that
have
same
Ratchet
episode.
and Clank.
That's true. Ratchet and Clank. So
There's a movie,
And
Ratchet
we
and
just
Clank.
talked about Ratchet and Clank
we
together
did
as well.
because Ratchet and Clank also has a PlayStation 4
yes, remake adaptation.
remake,
Yeah.
but it's not a remake of the first game. Ratchet and Clank, the game, is a game adaptation of the movie, which is a reimagining of the first
of the
game.
first game.
Alright,
With
where's it go?
Sylvester
Yeah.
Stallone in the voice box, I believe.
Yeah.
Weird. All right, right.
So
rank
I
away.
think, and we're talking audience scores.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep Detective Pikachu up at the top. I'm gonna put Mario Bros. Second. I'm going to put. Actually, I feel like people really like Spirits Within.
It is a
than
bit of
Mario?
a cult. I would say a bit of
Yeah.
a cult. And for my generation, when that movie came out, I was like, it's never going to get better than this.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is
Look
real.
at that hair physics. Look at that.
I'm gonna put
Yeah.
Spirits Within at the top.
No, don't do
At
that.
the very
audience?
top?
Follow your
I
heart.
reckon mid.
Let her
Follow your
cook.
heart.
Audience?
Wow,
Follow
wow,
your
wow.
heart. I reckon
Sure,
Mario might be the
sure.
top, but you follow your heart.
No. Then I'm putting Detective Pikachu in front.
What?
I think I'm happy with that.
And then Angry Birds all the way to the front.
No, I'm gonna switch Angry Birds with Ratchet and Clank.
And then put Spirits in all the way to the front.
And then,
It's such a smooth
Oh,
backhand.
I
You can do whatever you want.
and then I'm gonna put Mario at the top,
Just okay.
You
Yeah.
fucking should.
and then I'm gonna put Spirits Within in front of Detective Pikachu,
And then, just take a
and then I'm
picture
gonna
of
put
the top.
that. I'm gonna switch those around again. Yeah. I'm gonna put Angry Birds at the top,
Locking in 5.
and then I'm gonna put it back at the bottom.
4. 3.
And
2.
I think I'm satisfied.
I think
That's
that feels
good.
good.
That's
That
a good
feels
list.
right,
Yeah.
dude. I
Yeah.
reckon it's 100% you're right.
Yeah, me too.
I think so too.
I'm
Which
certain.
is now I'm like this is
We're
so
wrong.
Okay.
All right.
Alright, next we
100%
have Angry
correct.
Birds.
Okay, that
Yeah,
means
okay.
you get
That's
the next
fine.
story. The
The
next
next
story.
story,
You
right.
get half a point.
Next, you're right.
No, you don't get half a point.
Yes,
You get
you're
1 point for
100%
that.
right.
Yeah.
Hey!
Wow.
3 points.
Nice.
Nicely done.
And that's what happens when I
95
cook.
for
When I
Mario.
cook, it's delicious.
95
Thank
for
you, MasterChef.
Wow.
Nicely done.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Well done.
Well, Mario's one of the most popular movies in the last few years.
Yeah.
Humongous
Yeah.
hit movie.
Huge mungus. It's true.
Huge
Humongous.
mungus. And it looks beautiful, but it's very bad. and
It's
Yeah.
not
It's
good.
It's just boring.
And children
It was
deserve
so
better
gorgeous.
entertainment.
Yeah, like
They
Detective
deserve
Pikachu.
less,
Exactly.
They deserve
Yeah,
less
great
needle
movie.
drops and more original Nintendo scored
Totally. That was
People
a
are saying I
wild
got
spot.
2 right on here, so give me an extra point,
Alexei got
please.
2. Alexei got 2.
I don't think so. but
Position,
I
yeah,
want
no,
it.
positions 1 and 3 were correct. Tron was right and Doom was right.
Oh, wow.
were they? Okay,
we
cool.
didn't even
Yeah.
clock I was good.
Yeah, Doom was right. Doom was right in the middle.
Peter,
I'm sure of that.
category.
Don't look at that.
I don't know what GG Easy IRL is going to be, so I'm going to look at it, please. Show me
Alright.
that.
Josh, categories.
Okay.
What are we saying?
We've got Ready Player One.
Oh, wow.
IRL movies.
Gaming and games.
Tron.
Oh.
Movies where you game
Free
in
Guy.
games.
Free Guy.
Oh, what?
Jumanji 2
Welcome to the jungle.
and Pixels.
People,
Oh,
I will
next
say,
level.
people loved Free
That's
Guy.
the original Tron.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's
Wait,
the
can
Okay.
I ask you, sorry, when you say Jumanji 2, do you mean Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle?
Yeah, I
is what
believe
the
it's Welcome
reboot?
to the Jungle.
Or do you mean Jumanji
I see The Rock.
2, the next level where you have The Rock come back again?
called The
oh,
Next
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
The picture I can see, which you guys won't be able to see how
Is
small the
Welcome
writing is
to-
Welcome to the Jungle.
Welcome to the
Jungle.
Jungle. I would
We're
call
gonna
that Jumanji 3. I count Zathura as Jumanji 2.
Oh,
That's a fucking
and
deep
I
cut.
would say better than. Wow.
Better than...
These are fun enough.
These are
well,
not
the first
good.
one was fun.
These are not
They're
good.
not good.
I
Thank you.
agree that it's fun enough.
They're
It's
not-
as fun as any of these
They are
films
not
up there.
board game movies.
I agree. Of course they're not. It's not. It's a way worse concept
Yeah.
than the original Jumanji. The original Jumanji is a classic film.
Yes.
This is nothing like it. Doesn't deserve to be held up against it.
And I would say Jumanji...
But it's also not fun.
My professional opinion, if you have a child that wants to start pushing the boundaries and getting into horror, it is the perfect
Amazing.
horror movie
Those
for a
monkeys
kid.
with a
I-
shotgun?
I
It's
never
so good.
fucking clocked until I was an adult
Yeah.
that the dad plays the hunter.
Plays the hunter?
Captain
and it's like
Hook
that's such a
style, dude. It's like
perfect.
Captain
That's such a
Hook.
perfect
Yeah.
thing to do with like a child fantasy thing like that.
Wait, Captain
Where are you
Hook, that was
ranking
Dustin
them, Pete?
Hoffman. Who did you
I'm
play in
ranking
the
them.
middle?
Pixels can stay where it is.
Yep.
Tron to second last. Jumanji in the middle. Free Guy up to the top. Ready Player One. Swap with Jumanji 2 now. And lock it.
I think this
Did
is.
you know
I
Hubert
think
sucks
this
off
is
He
Josh
just pick
Gad at
crossed
the end
you
of
style.
Pixels?
Sorry?
All right, here we
In
go.
the end of Pixels, Hubert sucks off Josh Gad.
That's hot.
Pixels.
Okay.
Next we have Tron.
Oh, dudes.
Next we have Ready Player
Oh
One.
my god, dudes.
Next we have Jumanji and
God.
Free Guy.
Yeah.
And you just saw the code.
Yeah.
I see the
Just-
Matrix.
You
Is the
nailed
Matrix
it.
in here? Matrix to the top.
Wow.
Matrix to the top. Well,
How about
done.
that?
Well done, Peter.
Resurrection is a video
It is a video
game
game.
in
We could
real
get something
life.
like
Oh
that.
man,
We
that was
could
a great
get
game.
something like
Okay, cool. I'm gonna pick a category, and I'm gonna go with. What the fuck is Boom Crash Monkey? Any thoughts?
You want
I
Boom Crash
reckon.
Monkey?
Probably monkey-related stuff. I think it's all of the Planet of the Apes movies.
I'll take Boom
Oh,
Crash Monkey
wow.
because I'm fascinated by
I
what
thought it was going to be all the Mario movies because of Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Like
And
Donkey
Crash
Kong stuff.
Bandicoot.
Ah.
Well, let's
Okay.
see the
Boom
game.
Crash Money. Here we go. We've got Need for Speed.
Oh.
Oh.
We've got Hitman.
Oh.
We've got Uncharted.
Wow.
We've got Max Payne.
And monkey.
Oh my god.
And we've got Rampage. Boom
Ah.
Crash Monkey.
Monkey.
Oh shit!
Well
These
done,
are
William.
all pretty average, so this is going to be a little
Wow,
tricky.
you're kind to these movies calling them average. I have seen
Remember, it's audience.
everything except Need for Speed on this list.
I
Yeah, okay.
have
And
seen.
I saw two or at least two
I've
in
seen
the
everything
cinema.
but Rampage.
Which Hitman is that?
Timothy
Oliphant's one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Timothy
Okay,
Oliphant,
let's move Uncharted to the front, please. Then let's move Max Payne to second place. Then Rampage. Okay, that's my instinct, but I'm not going to lock that in yet. That's where I start. Hitman. Need for Speed is bad. But I don't know if it's enough to push Hitman back up a category. Max Payne is terrible, but it's a bigger actor, and you can watch. If you watch it as a non-Max Payne film, it's an average film.
Very hard to watch as a non-Max Payne film when one of the characters is called Max
Max
Payne.
Payne.
Yeah.
And he keeps
And
going
every
into
time-
slow-mo
Every time he
time.
dives in slow mo, he yells Max Payne.
You just have to just say your own name over
Maximum
whatever that saying is.
I haven't seen Rampage. In fact, that almost makes me want to push Rampage. Actually, Rampage in front of Max Payne, please.
I
'Cause
would
saw a lot
say
of- I saw a lot of footage of that. And it looks very
Rampage
impressive.
of these, I've seen almost all of them except for Need for Speed. Rampage is the best movie of them all.
Yeah. Okay, I'm happy.
And
with-
but I also think Uncharted is one of the worst movies I've seen in the last, I don't know, 9 years of my life.
it was pretty.
It
shit.
just didn't do anything.
It didn't
did
do anything,
nothing.
which is even worse than a horrible movie. It
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
So
It's middling as
meh.
hell. Yeah.
Okay, let's.
Fun enough.
Oh, fuck it. Let's lock that in.
All right, it's locked in.
I don't know if I'm gonna get 5.
First
but-
up, we have Max Payne.
Oh, no.
Then Need for Speed.
I'll
Nice.
take
You
one.
got a point.
I'll take
Ding,
one.
No, nice.
Then Hitman.
Okay.
Okay.
Then Rampage.
There we go.
3 points.
Good on
Okay.
ya.
89
Take
audience score is crazy.
That
honestly-
is wild.
Yeah, yeah.
See, this is bots. This
Yeah.
is bots. This is universal.
people-
time
It was.
for them.
Our audience liked it. They were in
No.
search of. Yeah, yeah.
Are you serious?
The cover art came up, and a little part of me was happy to see it. Like
Oh.
it tricks you, that film. Like you think you are liking bits of it. You like.
It's just like a shit ton of money went into making a soulless Indiana Jones movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
And because
And then
we've
they-
seen Indiana Jones, we're like,
Yeah.
that's a shit version of that.
Yeah.
But you know, for a younger audience, and that's not saying our audience.
Yeah.
Are,
I
but
really think it would. People deserve better entertainment.
Oh, God,
than
yeah.
that.
I think
was
we're in an era
awful.
where we're not getting the entertainment that we deserve.
Exactly.
People
And
are
we
right
should
now
demand more.
in their homes watching just people with no right to have an opinion on anything
Rate
talk
them.
on a Twitch show and rank
Yes.
films. It's honestly like
One
dire.
of us has the right.
That's true. Alexei has the right. Alexei has
What was
earned the privilege of commenting on this stuff.
I've seen
Please.
all. Okay,
Rank off.
sorry.
Or rank away.
I'll go fantasy. Double fantasy.
I
Double
think this is going to
fantasy.
be solely Final Fantasy movies.
Oh gosh.
Okay, Ruby is wrong.
Oh, thank goodness.
Aw, that would have been fun.
We have Assassin's Creed.
Oh, Justin Kurzel, Australian director.
Monster Hunter.
Wow.
Hunter.
Paul W.S. Anderson.
Monster Hunter.
We have
Oh,
Warcraft.
God.
Australian lead.
Name of the King.
Yes. Oh, from Uwe
And
Boll.
Prince of Persia.
Was that an Uwe
Yes.
Boll film?
Uwe Boll.
Prince of Persia, problematic casting.
Yeah. Okay. And I would say I can.
He had a decent tan.
Michael. No, is it not Michael Apted? But it's there's The guy that directed Prince of Persia has the craziest filmography.
He does.
He did
Yes.
4 Weddings and a Funeral. He did one of the Harry Potter movies. I can't remember which
From
one.
the maker of one of the Harry Potter.
Goblet of Fire, I believe he directed Goblet of Fire.
That's a good
and he
one.
also did Donnie Brasco, the Johnny Depp Al Pacino gangster movie.
Oh my God.
Wild filmography.
And then he did Pee Pee Sand Time.
Want to do a pee sand time?
I'm going to say bottom of the list, Name of the King, famously a stinker from Uwe Boll, known as one of the worst filmmakers. But there is some charm and there's some vulgar auteurship around him.
Also, I'm trying to remember, is it Crusader Kings or something? Is the series? Because that's the thing. These are all based off video games. That's the one that, basically didn't even tie it into it. They just used a bit of a license somewhere. But I'll double check what that is, but very loose.
Warcraft, I loved that movie.
Yeah.
I saw it with one of my best buddies, Sam Campbell, the comedian.
Yeah.
And this
wow.
is a little behind the scenes thing. We saw that movie together, and it birthed one of his most famous bits because we were watching it, and whenever a giant fantasy, a moment of fantasy grandness happened, I started doing this, where I would shape. I would go, wow. And then I became his bit.
He does that.
Yeah, that's
he used it on Taskmaster, the cheeky fuck. He stole that from you.
Well, we birthed it together. We were
Okay.
together in the room.
Lovely.
Making sweet stuff together in the movie.
I watched that movie in cinema and can't remember a single thing from it.
We all went to
I
a premiere of
loved
it,
it.
Good Game, and we were excited because we all got free tickets, and we just sat there going this is very average. at
I'm going to
best.
say Duncan Jones, second best movie after Moon. Swap Prince of Persia and Warcraft and let's lock it in, Eddie.
Name of the King is based on the Dungeon Siege games. Dungeon Siege. Anyone?
You think people really like the Assassin's Creed movie?
You locking this in, Alexei?
I think it has its most dedicated fans. I think that either that or Monster Hunter I would be
And it's
interested in
it's
swapping them.
Fassbender, mate.
I think it's the one that would have been most widely seen and best received. So
Monster Hunter is apparently really watchable as a non-Monster Hunter film. It's just you can watch it as just a fantasy film.
that's
Alright,
what I'm
locked
thinking.
in?
I'm locking it.
Lock it.
Here we go. We
Lock it,
got
Ben.
Name of the King.
Yes.
We have Assassin's
Damn
Creed.
it!
Oh, there's that dedicated
Come on,
fan
PP.
base.
Come on, PP.
We have PP.
Yes.
Ding, ding, 2
PB
points.
Sand Time.
Monster Hunter? Yeah, nice.
Monster
3
Hunter.
points.
Nice.
All right.
And
Warcraft, number
This
1.
is
Where it should be.
the happiest version for me.
Yeah,
I'm
that's the
glad
version you
that
actually
turned
like.
out. That's
Yeah.
if I went with my heart, I would have been happy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Well done. Ruby, you're back up.
All right. Well, I got that wrong, but I like to think that I'm going to get these right in the sense that Boo and Other Frights is horror game movies, but under their umbrella, Ella, I feel
It's gonna
like
be all
is
the
very
Rezzies.
specifically the Resi movies.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Which means Boo and Other Frights will probably be like Silent Hill and shit like that. And a bit of Telly's television.
Wow.
So it's just...
You don't get points for this.
No, I know. But this is my decision making.
3 points.
I know.
3 points.
So I think I'll go with a bit of Telly.
Is
Yeah,
the
I can
correct
tell it.
answer.
Hey, do I get a point?
I think this will be. I think this will be a pretty. Well, who knows?
Maybe,
It
'cause
feels
there's
like it's gonna
a
be
lot
easy
of
because there's some
good
good
ones,
TV
yeah.
shows. Yeah.
Here we go.
Shit, Last of Us.
Yeah.
We have Twisted Metal.
Oh,
Like that's gonna be
I
bad.
thought it was going to
Bad
be the
start.
opposite in my head for
Yeah.
some reason. Go, wait, we're going to see
The
the
Last of
CSI.
Us.
All right, there we go.
Oh yeah.
Tomb Raider.
Wow.
What?
Oh, that
it's
just
on
came out.
Netflix now.
It's animated. It's recent.
Arcane.
Oh, baby.
Okay, this is actually gonna be hard.
And Castlevania.
All right, I think it's going to be Arcane at the top,
Choice.
Last of Us second, Castlevania third, Twisted Metal last.
That's what I would do. That's exactly what I
That's
would
how I
do.
felt.
Are you locking it in?
Interesting.
Why?
I reckon Twisted Metal, I've heard good things about it. I've heard bad things about Tomb
Tomb
Raider.
Raider
Okay,
has been
swap 'em.
shat
Yeah.
on as like an animated.
'em?
just
Swap Twisted Metal and
souls.
Tomb
I don't know
Raider.
if it's going to reflect. Yep.
I'm thinking about audience scores because people love Arcane and Last of Us. People love, but I don't think
It's
as much
pretty
as
woke.
Arcane.
Castlevania is fantastic.
Castlevania is loved.
and so therefore, like maybe and diehard
Passionate
fan base,
fans,
Yeah.
the login
Remember,
on.
like your
And bots.
yeah,
And
those
bots.
passionate Assassin's Creed fans you relied
Passionate
on before.
bots.
Like they,
I know,
yeah.
they didn't
Passionate
show
bots.
up.
They
I
didn't
thought it
show
was all
up,
the
man.
Cozell heads, the Aussie cinema
Yeah,
fans. With Justice for all Cozell movies. We love Snowtown. We love
Yeah.
Mitchum.
So I think I'm pretty set
They are
on.
great
Locking
films
in?
though.
I think I'm
Yeah.
locking in.
All right,
Yes.
Ding
here
ding
we go.
ding.
First, we have Tomb Raider.
Yes.
Hey.
There you go.
Next to Last of Us.
Oh, but at 88.
At
It jumped from
88.
33 to
Woke.
88.
It was woke.
That
It was
was
woke.
good.
At 89,
woke.
it's Castlevania.
Wow.
And then we have Twisted Metal
Yeah.
second. And Arcane first.
Oh, well, 3 points.
I heard okay things
That's
too for Twisted Metal, but not
crazy.
that good.
But
That's
maybe it's because
huge.
it's not woke.
That's it.
I don't think
Yeah.
enough people saw it, so I just think statistically there's less
Oh,
people.
right.
It came with we got sent a thing that was like a cool,
CD.
you made, it was a CD, it was a CD
In a
inside a
cardboard
cardboard.
truck.
What's the
It's
truck?
It's like
The ice cream truck clown guy.
Clown drives a
I
clown.
just like
What's his
Samoa
name?
Joe is the
Crazy
the clown.
Man.
Crazy Clown Man, Pepper Clown.
Pepper Jack.
What's his name?
Funny man, funny man.
And someone gets
Joker.
fired.
Clown boy.
I'm gonna have to take Boo and
Samoa
other
Joe.
frights because there's no way I'm gonna have any clue about Resi films where they sit.
No,
Sorry,
they're all same.
Quietly
they're all
confident
same
about
movie.
Resi, so
Yeah?
no.
Yeah, good.
Here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
We've got Dead Space Downfall.
Oh wow,
Okay,
the
that was
anime.
pretty cool, but
I like the spelling from Will as well. The fit
Dead
in there.
Space
Just for limited characters.
Silent Hill.
Big set
True.
architects.
with Sean
True.
Bean.
Sweet
FNAF.
Tooth.
Yeah.
Sweet Tooth, that's right.
Alone in the Dark.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
I forgot there was a
And
movie.
House of the Dead.
I loved the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I just want to say.
Oh, he's Alone in the
it
Dark.
was so much fun.
I
Okay,
think
FNAF to number 1, please.
Can I say?
Yeah.
I think from my memory, both Alone in the Dark and House of the Dead are
They-
both Uwe Boll
They
films
are,
too.
and
Are they? Yeah, okay.
So
Alone in
we-
the Dark might
You are
be.
right.
Who's Squinty Broken Arrow actor?
That's
C starts with a C.
I mean, perfect description.
Yes,
I've got
it
you both
is.
there. Christian Slater.
Christian
Christian
dude.
Slater.
Christian Slater is Alone in the Dark. I
Christian
believe.
Slater, man.
Squinty Broken
Christian
Arrow.
Slater.
That's another game. You just say
Yeah. Who is this
one
man?
physical trait and a film and see if they get it.
Whilst you're moving.
Lock it in.
Really?
I got
Lock that in.
I've not seen any of these, so except the Dead Space Downfall,
Silent Hill movie
and
was
I liked
good.
it. Is it?
Yeah, Silent Hill
Starring
movies.
Sean Bean.
yeah, but
Sean
also
Bomb.
Woman I Love.
Radha Mitchell.
Thank you.
Woman
Australian
I
actor.
love.
That's all.
I'll get any actor from that now. You go, Woman I Love. Radha Mitchell.
Yeah, all right. Swap Silent Hill and Dead Space.
I think it even goes
Lock
to
it
the
in.
top, but who knows?
Lock it in.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
hoping it beats
Alright.
FNAF.
Last we have Alone in the Dark.
Those were
That was a
interchangeable.
great
At
scene.
11, and then 12 is House of the Dead.
Oh, bowl.
Next is Dead Space.
Oh,
Then Silent Hill.
Yeah,
and
nice.
FNAF.
Huge.
Nice.
Huge.
Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, I figured Five Nights at
all
Freddy's.
right.
was better.
Under the umbrella, Ella. Eh. We're just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go for it. Yeah, sure.
Up first. Resident Evil 3.
Yep.
Resident Evil.
True.
1.
Okay.
Resident Evil 5.
Nice.
Ah,
2.
Resident
Yeah,
Evil 2.
4 and 4.
Good.
And Resident Evil
That's
4.
okay.
True Apocalypse. So I have seen 1, 2, and 3,
And 4 and 5.
and maybe 5, but not 4.
I want you to nail this.
I think it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think that's what I would do. I think they got progressively worse.
Yes.
From what I know, people loved 5.
Like people
Really?
like 5.
And I think people loved Extinction too, but I don't know for sure.
What the fuck?
Because I've never seen
Which one's
one
Extinction?
of these movies.
3.
Extinction has.
The Extinction, I recognize that poster, and I think it actually that to
Yeah.
me says people talked about that film
Yeah.
more.
It had a bit of budget, and it was like, yeah, it was the big leap. 1. Look, let's put 1 first. It's gonna get confusing.
I think leave it there.
Extinction had the line at the end. He's like, "I am the future," and she's like, "You're the future," and then shoots him. Like that's the line. She just makes a breath. But I'm probably gonna say
So good,
Resi
Emily
2 and
Jovovich.
5. Let's switch them out. So I think it's Resi, then 3,
3, 2, 5, 4.
ooh,
Oh.
then maybe 5, 2, 4.
1, 3, 2, 5, 4.
So 1, 3.
2, 5, 4.
I'm thinking 2 would be the worst.
Yeah, let's push 5 in front of 2, please. Or I've got nothing. I can't even grab a still from it.
I would say 4 is the worst image of the entire game so far.
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah,
bad.
that's true.
Yeah,
If we're going
That is
cover
so-
alone.
Yeah.
Was 4 the one where they kept moving between giant fake cities that were all underground? In
I
big
cannot
bubbles?
fucking
No
help
one,
you, man.
What?
no
No,
one.
you
We
didn't
can't
watch it?
help you.
I've seen
Chat.
0 of these.
Okay. Oh fuck, lock it in. This isn't.
Alright.
This isn't a
I
real
hope this is
test of
100
skill, is it?
Come on, baby.
Locked it in.
Lock it in.
First we have 4.
Whoa!
Yes. Let's
Yeah.
go.
You've nailed it.
Then,
Come on. Interchange?
then 3.
Oh no!
Ah.
It's all falling to pieces.
Then
Damn it.
2, and then the
Hey.
first
You got one
Hey,
right.
It went
you
1,
bookend-
2,
you
3,
bookended nicely.
5, 4.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 5,
Alright.
4.
Fair enough. She punched that ticket enough, didn't she? She did well out of that.
And then
Yeah.
Constance as well. She's married to the director.
Well, her husband made all of
Yeah.
them?
Paul W.S. Anderson.
The other Paul,
Paul
Anderson.
The other one.
The lesser talented Paul Anderson.
Yeah. It's like when Bill Murray got the Coen brothers mixed up with the Coen
With Etan Cohen.
Yeah.
Well, Liz keeping score there the whole time. Thank you. Alexei, 5 points.
Yes.
Ruby, 6. Myself on 5. And Peter on 8 points. Well done.
Wow.
Peter
I
wins.
was close
lucky
with the
that-
critic's brain and heart. I couldn't help it.
And well, he's a man of the
I'm an
people.
idiot of the people.
We almost need a refresh button, and now you play it with critics on top as well, and just do those scores. But we don't have time for that. We have time for the card. That was and apparently still is Ranky Panky. Stick around after the break. More movie-based video game shenanigans.
This is the game plan, not Netflix. Please enjoy. Marvel Rivals is finally out of beta. It's Overwatch if Overwatch were made by Marvel. Delta Force brings back the classic series in a shiny and new free-to-play format. The creator of Final Fantasy returns with a high-def port of his acclaimed mobile game, Fantasian. It's also the first collaboration between Sakaguchi and Square Enix in 21 years. Peace has been restored. Dove. Anton Blast is a fast-paced, explosive action platformer that just reeks of Wario Land. While that is supposed to be a compliment, realistically Wario Land would smell like sweaty ham. You tired of MMORPGs where everyone's a shiny, beautiful anime girl? Well, Spire Horizon Online has you covered because everyone is a skeleton. Finally, I Am Cat takes the trend of cat games like Little Kitty Big City and Stray and puts them right in front of your very eyes. VR, baby. While I'm here, I'll round us out in Cat.
Are you tired of the chair you're sitting in stabbing you in the lower back because of a stray spring? Do you feel like you're in a saw trap when you're just trying to play fork knife? Well, have no fear, the Buri Gamer Chair is here. For too long, the gamer chairs on sale have been lacking in a myriad of legal ways. The average gamer chair is made without the legal protections and materials that the Buri Gamer Chair can provide. But this is all language for the litigious. If you're not a hotshot law guy like me, you have no interest in this stuff. No interest. So I'm going to speak to you in your language. The gamer language. Buri Gamer Chair is crafted with precision and designed for those who wish to fight hard on the virtual battlefield and fight even hard for weekend visits with their child. The Buri Gamer Chair is not just a chair, it's your personal stand. Every curve and stitch has been meticulously engineered to make you feel legally secure while you game. The Buri Gamer Chair does not protect the user from committing acts of defamation or verbal targeted harassment over voice chat or live on stream. The user is still legally responsible for their actions while sitting in the Buri Gamer Chair. Made with comfort in mind, the Buri Gamer Chair is justice for more than just us. It comes with customizable lumbar support, adjustable armrests, and a built-in gavel and block to really bring order to any heated gamer moment. The Buri Gamer Chair is more than just a seat. It's a legally binding agreement to play hard. Is that real? That kind of sounds like bullshit. So if you're over the cheap seats and you're ready to sit in style with the knowledge that every piece of material that you're sitting on is fighting for your right to comfort, call 13-BURI-BURI, that's 13-2874-2874 to get your Buri Gamer Chair today. saw a word from Sam Funk. It was drop.
I love that one. It's one of my faves.
Boing, oing, 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 oing. Boing 737. Anything?
A boing.
Thank you. So we also saw the game plan. Check that out. And our ad for Burry Burry Gamer Chair, which is a real chair, and I am not a real lawyer.
We don't buy those chairs. Those are office chairs that we own, that we filmed as a prop. All 3 of them broke, and Will and I spent all morning fixing everyone's chairs.
So it actually probably won't support you in any gaming crimes. So
They weren't
But
cheap.
Burry Burry will
Yeah.
help you sue the person that made the chair.
There it is.
and Burry Burry will also help you with real lawyer shit because she's a real lawyer. So Burry Burry is an Australian IP lawyer with a passion for working with indie developers, and she's one of our business pocketeers. So her work involves assisting game developers and creatives with protecting their IP, securing screen agency funding, and negotiating with publishers. So if you're a working game dev that finds the legal side of the industry to be a bit of a blur, and you want to make sure you're getting the most out of your deals with the big dogs, Burry Burry will fight for you. And if you don't use Burry Burry when it comes to talking to publishers and whatnot, we'll fight you. Physically. I will. I got my fists up. I'm ready to go. Back to camera.
Camera 1.
Fist her up.
I'm going to do it.
Camera 2.
Whoocha! I'm scary.
She's doing the speedball thing.
I go. Yeah, and then my arms gonna hurt.
Do you reckon,
yeah.
and this is more geared to Alexei, do you reckon she'd do some film IP stuff as well?
What film EP? What did you say?
Yeah, film-
no, not
yeah.
on the
Yeah.
Very,
show.
very film UP.
Oh no, not on
You
the
used
show.
that bathroom before, right?
No,
Because we've already got the tape then.
don't do
That's
it.
okay.
I'm
We've
just
got
saying,
the
I will
like-
footage.
say as well, Burry Burry gifted us 10 subs in that last segment as well.
Oh.
Wow,
For
thank
the
you, Burry
community.
Burry.
Please
so
stop
much.
supporting us.
Yeah, stuff that we can't
What is
support.
wrong with you?
No, we just
All
thought-
media work. All media work.
All media work. So
Yeah, but
IP
also-
lawyer,
Love it.
Sorry.
Audiobooks.
IP freely, but if like potentially
Podcasts.
podcasts.
If I
Wow.
steal your podcast,
I steal
I
Wow.
your podcast.
Okay, reference to the movie Something to Lie By. I'll allow it. I'll allow it to happen. I love it. Well, if I have any thieves out there, Burry Burry, you expect a call from me and some pro bono work coming your way. That's what I demand, pro bono work.
Or nothing else. But yeah, you can contact us if you would like to use Brew
No.
Brew services.
No?
You don't need to contact us anymore.
Burberry's
Oh!
back online.
Yeah.
Nice.
Something got leaked to the Courier Mail on Tuesday? What is that?
Yep.
The her resignation from her old firm. Yes.
Damn.
So contact Burberry at Thompson Gear in the new year.
gear? Oh, yeah,
In the new
that's
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do not reach out to Burry.
Burry
now,
Burry will reach out to you.
Burry is on Christmas break.
But afterwards, you can contact Thompson Gear and Brew Brew because I'm adding her to the partners.
Yeah,
you know how they
yeah,
do that
yeah.
when you get your
Yep.
name on the thing?
Yeah.
I do know that.
You know how when you become a lawyer and you get so famous, you get to be the lawyer company, Peter? I've watched Ally McBeal. I know how it works.
Nice.
Did she ever make it as partner?
No, the dancing baby got
did.
to her.
I
think.
love that
Oh,
dancing
the-
baby.
Ooga Chaka.
Ooga Chaka.
I can't stop this feeling.
That was a bad time for
And-
television.
Now it's about
it's a great
time we
time.
get
That's
to
where you watch
some
the ER.
very good gameplay.
Goose was in ER.
It certainly
What was the actor's name?
Goose.
Anthony something.
Yeah, Anthony something.
Anthony Edwards.
Was it a real goose?
No, he played
He plays Goose in Top Gun.
and he dies.
Yeah,
Spoilers.
and then he's in ER.
And he
He's
dies?
in ER after
Don't
what
say
happened
it,
in the
don't
plane.
say it.
Go.
Very good gameplay is brought to us by Dump Days. And with Dump Days, we have a look at one of Dump Days' lovely, lovely comics. As he's a beautiful artist. Have we got one there for us, Josh?
We do.
Beautiful. How many panels?
4.
4.
Ooh.
All right. I'll be and you be Eureka.
I'll be the poster.
And you can be the goggles poster. All right, you
The guest
first.
gets to be
The
a
goggles, they
How
do
many-
something.
How many characters are in this whole thing, Josh?
I don't know.
Eureka.
Hang in there.
I think it's just the
It's-
2.
Oh, it's just the 2. Then in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
case,
Oh, your poster's
Alexei,
gone.
you're gonna be the long haired one.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
I've done it. I've finally invented the world's smallest pair of jeans, the nano jeans.
But why?
Hang in there.
The goggles, they do something.
Rainthop.
Are you ready for this jelly?
Ugh.
I have my reasons.
Hang in there.
Oh, the goggles, they do something.
Perfect.
Very good.
Why were we making flubber?
It's nano
Nano
genes.
genes, 'cause they're really, really
It's
tiny.
Oh,
so
the
they don't
genes
flubber.
for nano.
The genes of a nanos. We have a user.
Nanoparticles.
I
we
was
have a
too busy
patron,
trying to get into
nanogenes.
character. I
There it
didn't
is.
recognize that Flubber had the denim on.
I love flubber.
Love Flubber.
Fucking great. I mean, anything with
movie.
Robin
Great
Williams.
movie.
Oh no, he's got a cursed filmography, in my opinion. A lot of bad movies.
No,
in
they're
there.
all good.
No, no,
There are
no.
there are some shockers. Jack.
Oh yeah.
Great.
No.
The one where he's a robot.
Oh,
Fantastic.
that's Bicentennial Man.
That Bicentennial Man does the same thing Flubber does, which is like, this is a fun premise where something ends up
It's
falling
green
in
and
love and
bounces.
dying.
Yeah.
It's gonna like, doesn't the Flubber love him?
Jumanji.
No, the robot loves
I
him.
said Jumanji is one of the greats. Jumanji's probably the best movie he was ever in.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I would say.
And Aladdin.
I really
Aladdin's-
appreciated
He
the,
makes Aladdin.
I appreciated the representation in Bicentennial Man, though.
Do you reckon? Hang on,
Of
do you reckon-
elder queer man.
Do you reckon Jumanji is the best film he's been in, including all his like
Yeah.
serious, semi-serious
Yeah,
stuff?
I think so. I think it would be.
Mrs.
What else would
Doubtfire.
you? Yeah, Jumanji's way better.
Jumanji's
than
better than
Mrs.
He's
Mrs.
better.
Doubtfire, yeah.
He's
That's
better.
the
in
next
Mrs.
game where I just
Yeah.
keep popping up where Jumanji sits in his filmography. We go through them all, go Jumanji better,
We
Jumanji
should just
better.
actually
1 hour
rank-
photo.
Yeah, I like 1 hour
fucking-
photo.
that's a
Yeah.
film
I
you would
posted
love
it
to
this
see.
week.
Vietnam.
I posted
You
it this
did? That
week.
was you. Holy
Yeah,
shit, that's
I
why it's in my
posted it
head.
this week.
Good Morning
dude.
Vietnam.
The Birdcage.
Nah,
Great
Birdcage is
suggestion.
excellent. That would be
Birdcage, good
right under
suggestion,
Jumanji for me.
Right under Jumanji.
Yes.
Where it wants to be.
What are we doing?
So we're playing a game called Use Your Words.
Hell yeah.
We've played it once before with Lena on
Yep.
the show, and we've brought it back.
There is a sequel to this game that is coming out. Use Your Words is by Buddha.
No, neither was mentioned.
I love Hook. I love Hook.
Hook,
I would say
Jumanji?
right after Jumanji.
So
I'm bumping Birdcage down.
Birdcage
Hook's
is
right
down number
after.
3.
Yeah.
Josh,
Oh my
lock
God.
it in.
Yeah.
Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah, that's probably 4 or 5 for after Jumanji.
Yes, Captain.
Jumanji.
Yeah.
So
Jumanji.
There's a sequel coming out.
Yeah,
but-
so the game Use Your Words is made by Smiling Buddha Games. It is a studio made by Brental Floss, who we might remember from old YouTube days of making video game songs. And there's a second one coming out called Use Your Words 2.
But it's like right on the cusp. They tweeted yesterday, okay, our game is in has an icon now. Like
Yeah.
they're at the point where they've made
They're
the
cusping.
icon. So they're just about to launch it. We were hoping it might be out in time for us to play it. Because this has been out for years, this game, and it's kind of like a semi-lighter version of Jackbox, and I would say arguably a bit better. Because it just has no frills and it gets on with it. Much like not me.
Like this segment.
Yeah.
Dead Poet Society.
It's okay.
Good Morning Vietnam!
No, not that good.
Patch Adams.
That stinks.
Boo.
That
That
is bad.
sucks. It's
Wait,
a
Mrs.
That's a
bad
bad
film.
one. That's good.
I think he was
Yeah,
problematic
I like
as
it.
well.
Yeah.
The glory
We're
of
in.
the silver screen.
Are we in?
Oh, we need to switch.
In the dumper or in the garbage.
No, we
It's
don't.
We don't.
subtitled.
Give it a sec.
You're about to see a subtitled film clip that's
There we go.
missing a subtitle. And
right,
the
I'm on.
subtitle will be filled in by you.
That's me.
Get ready. The clip will play twice. Now, for our feature presentation.
It's out of gasps.
Что это случилось с твоим хвостом? А что с ним могло случиться?
Oh, God.
Что это случилось с твоим хвостом? А что с ним могло случиться?
Good music. So, while everyone else is playing, the house decoy button is if you can't.
We
think of
finished
something.
actually already.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We can press a button to send a decoy if you just couldn't think of anything, and then if people vote for that, you get the points anyway. So it's kind of like a.
Is Josh playing? Is that what that ding was?
Josh, are we playing upstairs?
Lovely.
Ooh, better be funny, Josh.
What's taking so long?
I thought of something funny after I locked
Here's
in.
what you wrote.
Can I go back?
The best thing is how many times we get to watch this.
Что с ним могло случиться?
Very clever.
Что это случилось с твоим хвостом? А что с ним могло случиться? Что это случилось с твоим хвостом? А что с ним могло случиться?
Oh God.
Что это случилось с твоим хвостом?
You just
А
don't
что
like.
с ним могло случиться?
Wow.
Whoa. No one knows how to
Что
type
это
them.
случилось с твоим хвостом? А что с ним могло случиться?
Clever.
Ass face.
Что это случилось с твоим хвостом? А что с ним могло случиться?
That's Winnie the Pooh?
It
Kind
must
of
be
does
like
look
Russian
like
Winnie
it.
the
It's
Pooh.
Eeyore. You don't know
So,
Eeyore?
you now
We
vote
Okay.
for your fave.
House answers. When you
Daniel
press
Probe's
the
got
house decoy
banned.
button, you get to use one of the house answers for yourself. But watch out. Voting for any house answer will deduct points from your score.
I love this
So
voiceover.
pick your
Good,
favorite
isn't it?
answer. But watch out for
And a little bit. The animations that come up as well
Yeah.
are some like. Oh, this is you, Pete?
That was me. Yeah.
This is me.
That's good.
Oh, cha-ching.
Good reference.
That was it?
Good show reference.
No frills
The
here.
silence is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's deafening.
Right here and right now.
I hope you all had fun.
Extra.
Good night.
Moving on.
Good
Nope.
night.
This just in. Write a headline for the photo. Oh. Oh, God.
Really beautiful family.
What a really happy family. And they love computer.
They love
That's so
computer.
nice.
So we're just
Josh.
waiting on the people upstairs
Josh,
to be
hurry
funny.
up.
Yeah, nothing. They got a whole bank of people to be funny up there. They're all arguing over comedy
Well,
lines.
like it's more challenging, doesn't it? When you don't trust a
Okay,
gut, you go to a
let's see
committee.
what you weirdos wrote.
Weirdos. Nice. Good. Classic.
Very good.
Oh.
Beautiful colonoscopy, right? Oh, amazing. Amazing.
Oh.
Good. Good.
Topical.
16-year-olds.
These are all horrible.
Now, vote for your
Oh,
favorite
wow.
answer. But watch out for house answers.
Oh no, it's gotta be that. Is that no? He's putting an ice block in a drink.
Here's
Yeah.
how you voted.
Very much want a gin and tonic.
Top of your whiskey.
Alexei, well done.
That was a house answer.
Oh, that was I lost
Oh,
points.
you
Peter.
got done.
I got done.
Ruby with the cha-ching, cha-ching,
Yeah,
cha-ching.
dude.
Let's go.
No one
Good
likes my
stuff,
topical
dude.
one. That's fine.
Well,
So
I
believe-
had to make it just like a headline.
That's true. So I think there's
Mothers
3
and
games.
doctors alike love the warm, crisp output of blank-o-matic.
What was this again?
Can't remember.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I love this. I love it. I do it all the time. A self-satisfied, just nose laugh. Like you. That was good.
Mine was dumb.
What's taking so long, Gus?
That was good. Hurry the fuck up, both of you.
My Discuss then.
It wasn't good.
Gary up.
It was
Gary.
bit.
Gary up.
Gurry up. Gurry up us.
It's just meant to be one word, Gus.
Is it?
No.
Is it?
No, I'm just.
Yeah,
fucking-
one word, 7 letters.
Get ready. Here's what you came up with.
Is it just fill this in?
Better not pout, shout, you better not cry, you better not pout. I'm telling you why. Societal pressures to internalize your emotions.
Better not shout, better not cry. You better not pout. Telling you why we're in a movie. A quiet place. That's great.
Oh.
That's the
That's the line.
movie.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Rhyming.
Crazy. And he's ripped.
Time to vote for your favorite. Pick a winner.
Okay.
It's gotta be fresh from your drink.
Cool glass.
Don't mind if I do. Lemonade.
Yeah, I like that sound.
That needs to be a message tone or something. Actually, I'd become an alcoholic if that was the case.
Yeah. Vote.
I did. I have. Am I hidden behind?
Do you have to hit the button? Oh my days.
Sorry. Had to scroll down. Oh, who's that?
That's upstairs.
That's
2
upstairs.
points.
Good stuff.
Peter. 3 votes.
Thank you.
That was it?
That was it.
So, I believe that's it. We rotate round to the movie one again, the subtitle one, which is arguably the best.
Yeah.
Of it.
Magic of cinema.
So,
is
we'll do another
yours
round?
to
Yeah.
ruin.
And then one more subtitle, and then we'll call there.
Subtitle.
Yeah.
Because the subtitle is the best.
Yeah.
The absurd clips they find from like Russian films and stuff.
Du kennst nur dein Geld und weiter nichts.
Und mit Recht. Das Geld ist der einzige Wert, an den ich glaube.
Ooh. Okay, we get to watch it again.
Du kennst nur dein Geld und weiter nichts.
Und mit Recht. Das Geld ist der einzige Wert, an den ich glaube.
Oh dear. Check.
Hurry up, you fucking slow people.
It's disgusting
Is
how
upstairs.
slow they are
Is upstairs
to
have
be
a good
funny.
one?
Sorry.
Just be funny quickly now. Be funny right now, quickly.
Here's what you wrote.
Both exactly the same.
Du kennst nur dein Geld und weiter nichts.
Und mit Recht. Das Geld ist der einzige Wert, an den ich glaube.
Du kennst nur dein Geld und weiter nichts.
Und mit Recht. Das Geld ist der einzige Wert, an den ich glaube.
That's
Du
good.
kennst nur dein Geld und weiter nichts.
That was you, wasn't it?
Und mit Recht. Das Geld ist der einzige Wert, an den ich glaube.
Du kennst nur dein Geld und weiter nichts.
Und mit Recht. Das Geld ist der einzige Wert, an den ich glaube.
Alright, there's Ruby.
Du kennst nur dein Geld und weiter nichts.
Und mit Recht. Das Geld ist der einzige Wert, an den ich glaube.
Du kennst nur dein Geld und weiter nichts.
Und mit Recht. Das Geld ist der einzige Wert, an den ich glaube.
Language.
I love this. The old go to the lobby stuff.
I love that.
Isn't
Beautiful
that great?
animation.
Lobby.
I'm gonna vote and guess that. Splatoon 2.
I love Splatoon 2.
Is that like?
Which one of you is dumb enough to say hogwash?
Oh shit.
What do you mean dumb enough to?
Oh, no.
Hogwash was great.
Yeah, Hogwash get me over the line maybe in some of the votings.
Gus, can you hurry up, please?
It's not working.
Oh, there we go.
Let's see how you voted, shall we?
He was enjoying reading all the options.
Oh god, hang on. Oh wait, this was.
I
Get your
figured that was Alexei.
Ruby.
I love proletariat humor.
I
Yeah,
believe
that's good.
that was a house answer.
That was a house answer?
Splatoon 2?
That's awesome.
Wow,
Holy
Hogwash. I
shit.
love the word Hogwash.
Wait,
It got me.
so this came out after Splatoon 2? You know what? Forget it.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Wow.
I was
Maybe
kind
it,
of
maybe it gets
For news that
updated.
refuses
For
to
me,
go
your
beyond
one
the
reminded me
headlines,
of when they
it's extra,
recut
extra.
Gone with the Wind in The Simpsons. Frankly,
Frankly,
my dear,
I
I love you. Let's get remarried.
Whoa!
Wow. Wow. Oh my god, I don't know.
Hurry up, everyone.
I mean, the points don't matter. It's getting a laugh in
They
the
matter
room.
to me.
It's getting a laugh in the room when your line comes up. Because the fear is just crickets. And you're like, all I need is like, I'm going to cut a laugh.
No. The only thing I need is me laughing when I hit enter. That's all I play this for.
A snarf.
I was like, I'm happy with that.
I'm very happy with that. Ruby be funny.
Here
There it
are
is.
your answers.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh.
Jesus.
There's a hot new girlfriend. Who's Jack Skellington?
From
You wrote that?
from The
Boring,
Nightmare Before
Josh.
Christmas.
Trick or treat is funny.
That's not mine.
Oh.
No headless horse. That's fucking funny.
Actually,
Vote for your favorite answer.
oh my god.
This is one of the easiest verts of my lifetime.
Oh no.
Here's how
I don't know
you
which one I
voted.
like the most. Who voted
Josh.
for that?
Peter voted for that. Funny and a point. 2
Hey,
points.
2 points.
Nice. And then silence.
And then silence.
I did.
And
There was an
now for the latest
option.
in obs-
There was an option that I turned off for like copyrighted music, like for streamer mode.
Oh,
so
maybe
maybe that's where that would sit. I don't know.
Let's all go to the
It's all Michael
lobby.
Bublé in there.
Little Haley charmed TV audiences with her adorable catchphrase. Oh dear.
You happy with it?
No.
That's always the best part, is writing something and then going,
Oh.
That
Well,
shouldn't.
no
I hate
no
that I
self-laugh
wrote
there
that.
for
I
Peter.
shouldn't have said that.
Oh no.
I shouldn't have said
Do we?
that.
I think we all have that same feeling of this one.
Yeah, this one's
What have we done? Well, let's find out.
Get ready. Here's what you came up with.
okay.
Keep it simple.
Lovely,
clean.
no capitalization.
Yeah. They give
Oh.
me pills to sing.
I mean, house answer.
She's not a child. She's just small.
Oh god.
Oh. We don't
Suck your mother. I think I'm gonna give it to Khan.
Vote for your favorite answer now.
Weirdly enough, I hope I picked the house answer because it now makes me laugh reading it. Why does this laugh from the
Here's
house?
how you voted.
Hey,
Nice.
very good. Get away, it's funny.
Oh dear, that was a house
Oh, Ruby.
Yes, so did
Peter.
I.
I picked the house answer twice. No, mine was very dark, and as soon as I hit enter, I was like, "Don't do that."
Get ready for our grand
Oh,
finale.
ooh.
The lightning
I
round
think
we
we've
call
done this before.
Survey
This is a new game.
says. In Survey says, all point values are doubled. You'll be
I've
shown
never seen this
3
before.
prompts
We've
in
never
a row,
finished
and
a
since
round.
Let's Play
Yeah.
mode is turned on, you'll get 90 seconds apiece to answer each one. Here's your first prompt.
bring in my own music.
Good.
My God, guys, be funny faster.
I'm working on it.
Oh my God.
Okay. Damn spelling.
So, Alexei, as a comedian, how do you find these games?
They're fine.
Oh, we gotta keep going.
Yeah, so stressful.
Oh.
This is luck from the end. Don't want to hear. Shit.
Name a phrase is such a funny way to
Yeah.
ask this
I know,
prompt.
yeah.
Name a phrase.
For $1, name a phrase.
$15 seconds left.
Shit.
TikTok.
15 seconds left.
Oh, shit.
I'm logging back in. Did I enter
Oh,
my
yeah,
thing?
me too.
I don't know what I just wrote.
Here's your third and final prompt.
Oh.
Make it a good one.
Wow. Wow.
I don't think my last one got in.
Hurry up. Oh, really?
No.
Damn.
Heartbreaking. I'll tell you what it is, don't worry.
It might have entered it if you'd written it and submits it, but maybe it puts a house into
Yeah, I like literally I press enter, but just as I press enter, I also swipe down.
Yeah,
and then just
went back in my browser and then I did.
look.
It happens to
Yeah,
the
at
best
the
of
end
us.
of the night, my brain's like, is this funny? Is this
Yeah,
rude?
this
I don't know
is,
what's happening. I'm just throwing things.
Oh, yeah.
I wrote half a prompt to just get me rolling to write something funny afterwards. I didn't deliver, but I'd like started.
I can tell you what my second one is if it doesn't come up. It's not funny.
No, man, it's mine.
Nah.
Oh. Is this your porn music, Josh?
It's literally yours.
These are
These are your artlist tracks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I do
They're
like.
sexy as hell.
All right.
So he says.
Oh god.
Lovely.
Oh, I hate that.
Lovely
Should be an A in
spelling.
there, Yeah.
So, hang on, it goes up and.
Disneyland is funny.
Because you get dizzy, and nobody likes being dizzy.
No, I like being dizzy. That's fucking
That's
cool.
good.
That's cool.
Whoa. Very
Oh
dark.
my god.
Craig sits in his-
So Disneyland.
That's awesome.
Very good.
Incontinence land.
So wait, is it
Time
different?
to vote for your favorite.
Oh, I'm torn.
Oh, definitely props to. All three of mine were terrible in this one. Props to anyone with
And
a
here's
Burke's
what
Backyard
you came
reference.
up with.
Survey says.
This is a slow way to get through it all. Going to beat you to what?
Oh, I think this was the second prompt.
Oh, yeah.
That was my one, by the way.
The hammer.
Our last
Yeah,
monkey.
it wasn't funny.
I didn't have a gumption.
That's mine. It was terrible. Not bad. It's got to be a
That's funny.
Oh, God.
Please start having it.
Oh.
Wow.
Happily. Vote for your favorite answer now.
I'm going to vote for the one that makes me feel the least uncomfortable. It's probably the house answer.
Yeah, me too. Perhaps me.
That's deeply
Here's
uncomfortable.
what you
You're
vote.
only supposed to have them once every 5 years.
Oh, yeah. My clunky madness.
Great.
Very good.
Yep.
Return will be the most used word, I
Yeah,
believe, in
yeah.
this.
That's good. Oh no!
Wow, that is a plot. That's a plot line in the expanded universe. That is a plot line.
Part extra.
Okay, vote for your favorite answer.
Okay.
Even the voiceover guy's like, uncomfortable.
Okay.
I don't think I feel good about this anymore.
Ba-boing.
Okay,
Let's see
so
how
is
you
this...
voted.
This could change things up. Disneyland gets a point.
Thank you.
Peter.
Tom Burke. Gardner
Yeah.
touching.
Points.
I mean, I love
Alexei,
that
well done.
so
True.
much. I voted for that one.
Job interview.
Huge.
House answer.
That
House answer.
Well
That's
done,
good.
Ruby.
Thank you.
Peter.
Alexei gets a point here. He wins.
Who voted for me?
Sorry, house answer.
I lost so many points in the house answer. They didn't put capitals. That's so cheeky.
I actually think my one did not show up for that one.
Oh,
I
really?
think it didn't send through in time
Oh,
for the last one.
What was it?
I was very low. Very
The
low.
funniest player.
Well done,
receive
Peter.
the
Wow.
Golden Joker Award. The
Golden
spectators
Joker
have
Award.
That's
also
me.
named the grossest player. You
Oh.
receive the Dirty
Dirty
Bird.
Bird. The
Yeah.
Dirty
You're the
Bird
one that wrote
Award.
cum or whatever. and
Fucking
I didn't
gross.
wrote come. I wrote Holocaust.
Holocausts are pretty gross, dude.
Next
But
time
that is a
on
plot
Use Your
line
Words,
in the
more
expanded
laughs,
universe.
more
Yes.
giggles, and more
I never knew this game ended.
They are affected by the fallout of the Death
maybe
Star
we're playing a different
destroyed
mode
so
last
close
time.
to their world.
We never. What happened? What?
The Ewoks are affected by the Death Star being destroyed so close to their world.
Oh,
Yes.
destroys the
That is
ecosystem.
what happens. It destroys the ecosystem.
That makes
And
sense.
the Ewoks perish.
And that was very good gameplay. Oh, that's good timing.
And
That's
the
kinda crazy.
Ewoks perish.
And coming up next is the post show. Pete, you want to tell us a little bit about that?
I would love to tell you all about that after I type in this password.
That game's
with
great,
4
by the way.
zeros.
That was
that's-
cool.
And again,
What a love party game.
Just a good little party game that works well. I'm pumped for the second one.
The post show is coming up. It is where we talk to the
Talk to the audience.
Talk to the audience.
Oy.
We talk to the community and we answer questions from the Discord. You got to get on the Discord. You got to check out the creative tab. It is free to join the Discord if you do subscribe to the Patreon at the Pocketeer level and above. You'll get access to all the Discord, but you can join for free. But you want to get in there. You want to see the creative tab because here's an example of what you might see.
Something early from creative. Don't mind if we do.
Wow.
But very like you. Very good.
What's wrong with it today?
Sorry? It's a good song.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
I'm going to ask because chat asked, confused echidna, Alexei, sticking around for the
I
post
think
show?
I shall.
Excellent.
Lovely.
Yes, yes, yes.
Lovely. And to join us for the post show, you need to be the gold tier on Patreon to get access to the post show, to uncut and full frontal playback gameplay videos earlier.
We can tease that.
We can tease that because there's one coming out tomorrow, and that is because the embargo for said game lifts tomorrow. That is Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
So
Wow.
That's
we
a great
can't
circle.
do what we usually do, which is release the full uncut playback any earlier than the embargo. So both it and the playback that has been cut will be dropping at the same time. The cut version, edited with all the funs and lols, will be available on our YouTube channel. So head to the Back Pocket YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe there. And then the uncut full version with even more gags in it will be available through the Patreon page. And yes, you do need to be of the gold tier and above to get
It's
access
like over
to
an
that.
hour too, right?
Over an
Wow,
hour of
I'm
that.
dying to
there
see
are
this.
props. There's
Wow.
whipping.
Oh, I'm subscribing.
I simply must subscribe.
And other things.
Other
and
things, Evan.
costumes.
There are costumes.
If you would like to see me in a costume, you have only to ask.
I'm subscribing immediately.
You will get access to that tomorrow. You'll also get access to all the bonus content we've released in the past and all the bonus content we'll release in the future. You get access to quarterly town hall meetings on Discord. We can help shape the future of Back Pocket and what we do here. And you get the Pocketeer Discord role. As mentioned before, you get access to all of the channels and you get some priority selection for community game night streams. As you would have seen last week when Ruby and Josh played the Death Note video game.
And it was so much fun. It really was.
There is future content before
Oh,
we round out. I was going to say as well, like, we've got plans for...
I wasn't shaking my head at that. My stream decks have been lagging all night. Like, I'm pressing it. There we go. Now it goes.
Sorry, it was lagging. I was actually flipping you off for another thing.
What are you two doing? No, I was just going to mention that we're rounding out to the end of the year. Next week is our last episode of the year. But in terms of future content, we are filming a bunch of that stuff as well. So, yeah, keep your ear to the ground because we'll be doing content over the break. Some of it will be accessible by everyone. Some of it may find its way behind the Patreon as well. So, yeah, there is more to come over the break as well.
Sure is. Alexei, what can people expect from you in the coming weeks?
Oh, from coming weeks from me, you shall be expecting. You can check out the Last Video Store, my podcast where I talk to cool people about their favorite movies in the style of an old school video store rental combo. So it's all in the immersive world of a video store where I am the humble and egotistical clerk.
It's green screen.
Talking. Yeah, it's all green screen. You can look at that on YouTube. It's on the Batuta Advocate
don't break
YouTube
the
channel.
illusion.
It's real. It's real. I promise you. Come and it is all real. But yeah, it's cool. We had Hugo Weaving and Daniel Henschel on today's episode.
Amazing.
We just recorded an episode of David Farrier, who's one of my heroes, the director of the movie Tickled. And he is Dark Tourist, so many great things. Great podcast as well, Flightless Bird. So who else do we have? We've had some cool people. Keith Urban's been on. That was one of my
I think you were
faves.
getting Keith Urban shortly after we
Yeah,
had you
it
on
was
the first
pretty
time.
crazy. It was
But
so fun.
And again, this is available as a podcast, but also as a series to watch through
on
Batuta.
YouTube. Batuta Advocate YouTube channel. It's on there if you want to watch on YouTube. We had the Weekly Planet guys on. That was a really fun one. They're so fun. Meso and Mr. Sunday. But lots of cool stuff and some really cool people
They
coming
don't
up
do a
down
lot
the
of
line.
stuff outside of their show. So when
I
I
would
saw them
say
pop
there
up on yours, it was like,
did.
that's a good, like, a
There
good
were
get.
thousands of comments being like, I've never seen their voices come out of their heads before.
Yeah, they've seen pictures, cutouts of their faces with words.
He's
coming
married to someone I worked in the movies with, and he came to a Christmas party that was dressed as a movie character, and I went as Wolverine, and he went as Wolverine, and he absolutely wiped the floor with me.
Wow.
I look like sad, wet hair jacket person, and I met him there, and I was like, man, you kicked the crap out of my costume.
Mr. Sunday's official. You're a hunk, brother.
He's
He's a
ripped.
hunk,
He's a
and,
hunky boy.
and you can't deny his passion. I've done a Wolverine cosplay once, and I taped teaspoons to my fist instead of knives because I needed to be walking around the streets of Newtown in cosplay.
It's
So keep
okay.
it safe.
It's a
right.
sport.
I can make you a tea.
Very cool.
Beautiful. Make sure you subscribe to the Batuta Advocate YouTube channel and the podcast, and make sure you don't miss an episode.
Socials,
check
anywhere
it
else?
out.
Just the usual socials?
Oh, yes. At This Is Alexei on Instagram. Oh, I just did the Letterboxd 4 favorites video.
Oh, yeah.
So I had my 4 favorites
that's
on Letterboxd. That's on my Instagram. This is Alexei, where I say my 4 favorite movies of all time, and I'll never say them anywhere else. So it's the one spot. So you can find it there. And
Nice.
yeah, Last Video Store on wherever you get pods.
Get into
Wherever
it.
you get your pods.
That is our show. Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in, especially to those of you who support us on Patreon. Without your patronage, we couldn't keep making this show. Please share the show with your friends and family. You can head to backpocket.gg for links to everything, our Discord, our socials, some other stuff, I'm sure. I haven't been on that link tree for a while, but I'm sure it's great. We'll be back next week for our final show of the year. It'll be Christmas themed. You want to come along to that? We've got heaps of game codes to give away. It will be the Season of Giving Back is returning.
Season back, Giving Back Pocket.
Yeah, but it's the Season of Giving Back. Obviously, Pocket.
Giving back.
It's
I'll
implied.
look for that animation. I'll
Find
see
the
if I can
animation,
make the animation.
bring it back.
Yeah,
I
I'll
want
see
to
what
see
I
it.
can
Throwing
do.
it back
See what I can do.
pocket.
For those of you at the gold tier and above, we're going to see you in the post show very soon. Gus, see ya.
What have you done to my rear?
What did that bear say?
I don't know.
That little Russian bear in the cartoon.
Who said, what have we
Was
done to
on
your
your bottom.
bottom?
What
Yes.
Ruby. See you later.
Bye, everybody.
Good note to leave it on.